Dad and Santa Claus, you know?
Yeah.
Who
Two
would
of
win,
them?
Santa versus Jesus?
First of all, Santa Claus is famously a bull, not a cuck.
Is he?
You know, the porn I've seen, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was kissing mommy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
true. I see. I see where we're getting this from.
Yeah, the famous cuck song. So mommy
the-
kissing Santa Claus.
Is the child in this song? I don't think that's how it works. I don't think
Only-
this is how
no,
it
that's-
works.
Now, off screen, you see the dad also watching.
No, the dad is the Santa. That's the joke. That's the whole
No,
point of the song.
that's not true. Santa's real.
Okay, all right.
Why would you be kissing Santa if dad was Santa? Weird.
Anyway, happy Easter, everyone.
Happy
You're
Easter,
bearing
Xbox.
shit out of this.
And
What's
the other
Easter eggs,
holiday that's going on.
Oh yeah, happy 420, everyone.
Happy Weedster.
Glaze it.
I feel
Like, you know,
these
with an
two
egg.
holidays go hand in hand. I think there's just something about them
Mm-hmm.
that works well with each other. Or maybe it's simply that they happen, at the same time so frequently that I've built that association in my head.
You gotta be some sort of high if you make OV position porn.
Jesus
For
fucking
Not on
Christ.
Easter. That's an allowed period.
Calling Drake out.
Has Drake?
It's slime obby. Yeah.
That counts.
We've all seen Grimace. That could be anything.
I don't think the grimace counts.
It's just the grimace shake. He spilled it on himself. He got
Right.
excited.
Right.
You don't see what he's doing underneath. Could be laying all sorts of little purple
Oh,
eggs.
I see. I understand. So it's like Schrodinger's oviposition. Like if you can't tell that they're not, then maybe they are.
Yeah.
They are.
If you can't see his belly full of eggs, you don't know if they're in there or not.
His eyes are pointing different directions because he is laying eggs.
Is that what happens when you lay an egg? You have to cross your
Maybe.
eyes to do it?
Oh no.
Is that the key to getting the
I'm looking
most?
different directions. We're concentrating, yeah.
Hi, Twitch.
Hi, Twitch.
Hello.
Hi, Twitch.
This is not a bad topic.
Happy Easter. Have you laid an egg today?
No.
Happy belated Passover.
Thank you.
Pesach.
Happy late Good Friday, and I hope
Yeah.
everybody is going to celebrate OK Monday tomorrow.
Ooh, happy bank holiday, everyone from
Happy
Ireland.
bank holiday.
Yeah, that means you don't work tomorrow. It's
What
Monday.
a good name.
We have like the second Monday of every month. It's not always the second. It's just a bank holiday,
Oh, that's
and
neat.
that's just we don't work. It's we get paid though.
We love
That's
that.
nice. Yeah, I love that.
Guys, move to Ireland, please.
I just moved though.
That means you're good at it. You can do it again.
No, I just got all my wall shelves hung up. I don't
You have
want to do
moving
it again.
experience.
I don't want to.
What even put in your
Don't you
wall
wanna-
shelves? Eggs.
Don't you want to see how fast you can do it now, though? You want to like speed run it?
No, I don't want to speed run putting up the amiibo shelves. It took forever. There's too many of them. Don't buy from Nintendo. They just want your money. I guess that's what all companies do. But
Yeah, I have terrible news about
yeah, I think
businesses.
capitalism. Yeah,
Yeah. Which ones of you here play Magic the Gathering?
It's been a while, but yeah.
did a
Can
little
you speak?
bit.
Can you talk the talk? Can you speak the lingo?
No, because the lingo changes with every new experience or expansion pack, and I've been
The
out for
expansion.
years.
Oh, okay. What about the lingo you knew?
Back
can
then
you
I
still
knew
speak
the
that?
lingo that was contemporary. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was contemporary, but like, yeah, I need help talking like a Magic the Gathering nerd because I never played the game and
I'll
I
tell
never
you.
intend to.
Tell you how to is you got to do it. You just go play for a year.
No,
There's no way you'll actually understand what you're talking about unless you.
I don't need to. I just need to sell it.
Oh, good luck.
But, no,
Magic the Gathering is
yeah.
a game about meticulously picking apart the language of the
I
game.
will make
You-
up cards if I have to.
You will not be able to pretend that you know
Well-
Magic the Gathering.
Not necessarily true. Okay, who needs to be fooled? Magic the Gathering players or normal people?
Oh, true.
Okay, yeah. I was
let's see,
assuming
let me
was
think about it.
against other.
Shit.
gathering.
Most of the people I'm playing with play Magic the Gathering, so I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, they will call you out so quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I guess I'll have to play some fucking Magic the Gathering.
Let's do it. Let's play Magic the Gathering.
There's a new little cute. What's that thing with everyone's a furry now?
If the cat meta is coming back, I'm in. I started playing with the cat deck, and then they took it away from me, and that's why I
Why?
stopped.
Why would they stop the cat deck?
I don't. It was too
Well,
powerful.
they have an even better meta now called the Raccoon meta.
Ooh. I do like raccoons.
You don't understand what I've been spending the last few hours of me awake doing.
Oh, I know what you've been doing
Yeah,
for the
okay,
last
you
few
don't.
hours.
Fuck the meta. I make the meta. I make red blue work in every series.
I just
might be-
want to use what's cute, and I
I might-
win.
After a Magic the Gathering.
In fact, you're a red blue player. The character I'm playing is a red blue player.
Good. It's the best. It's the best deck to play. Red blue.
Sorry, no, that's a blue green player. Actually,
Don't be like that. What?
I
yeah.
can't.
Briscoe's right though. Blue green is the best.
Oh my god.
That said, it was nice. In fact, it's dying.
Technically, I'm a white black player though, so
Okay.
That sounds so
That's
fitting
fine.
for you.
I think white black is like the only acceptable black deck to play.
fuck off.
That's not true.
I was going to say that blue green is like the most cancerous deck, but I think that title goes to like blue black.
No, blue red.
Imagine.
Oh,
thinking
or
the rest
mono
of-
Are we talking about cancerous as in like toxic to the community?
Yeah, but also just
Yeah.
like not fun to play against, which I think is blue.
There you
green.
go. Then it's
Or sorry,
then
Mono
it's,
blue mill deck is the
No, no,
most
no.
It's
cancerous.
mills. Mills are the worst. Yeah.
no. You're both dead wrong. It's blue white. Blue white is annoying to play against. Toxic.
Annoying
Toxic.
versus unfun. Mill decks are just cool. Watch all my stuff leave, and now I lose because
Right.
this game sucks.
Yeah, I didn't get a single turn this whole game, and
Yeah.
I now have no deck.
What a good game. What an incredible game.
It's
Love
pretty
it.
great.
Truly like a
Yeah, I love
master
it.
class in game design.
Yeah.
Thank you for going along with my trick. I've now learned how to speak Magic the Gathering.
I was going to
Can
say,
we
if you're
do,
just trying
He
to,
did it.
if you only have to survive for like 45 seconds, all you really need to understand is what the colors do.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just look at a video and explain what
Yeah.
the colors do. It's like color theory for cards.
Kind of.
There you
yeah.
go.
Red is fast and snappy attacks. Blue is controlling the battlefield and not letting your opponent do anything. Green is growing slowly until you have big behemoths. Black is instantly killing things.
Oh,
And white is kind of the weird one where you just buff things and they get
What?
stronger.
God,
What?
that's the worst explanation of all the cards I've ever
Excuse
heard.
me.
Like, have
What
you played
about
this game?
Yeah, for real. Like, what about green to you says growing slowly?
Right, like it's
Okay,
the
well,
whole
growing
point of green is
quickly.
growing fast.
You understand, I'm a blue-red player, which means ramping over 5 turns is slow. That's like... that.
Right,
The,
you do
the
everything
game is
in one
over in
turn,
5
the
turns
game
when you
is
play
done.
blue-red.
Those are the Spider-Man colors.
Everyone is
So
slow
he
compared
quick.
to me. Except for just like mono-red and red-white.
I can't
I
remember.
just need
if
to
it was
talk like Feck.
green, white, or red, white.
Red-white's fun, but red-white is just like, did you get dealt the hand that you need to win? If not, you lose in 3 turns.
But it's red white, so you always get the hand that you need.
No, I tried red-white for a while, and it really, you don't always get what you need.
Red White's a Santa Claus deck.
Always
It's a
get-
Santa colors.
Oh, well, now I can't do it.
Okay, it's a bloody
Wait.
fuck color.
It's a bloody fuck.
Jesus
that makes sense.
fucking Christ. Oh, God.
It's the
Did you
rough
play the
sex
game?
No,
color.
no.
Candy cane colors.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
You prefer the bloody fuck?
No.
I think we can all agree, at the very least, that white is the sexiest color.
Oh, maybe. It does have a Johnny.
No.
It has a Johnny. It has most of the furries in it.
I was going to say, most of the furries are white, I think.
Or they were. I don't know if they are now. Oh,
It's definitely black.
Shut up, Philo.
Philo.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah, Dre would like black characters, that's for sure.
Wow.
lots of vampires and stuff. Vampires and
Yeah.
spooky boys.
Oh, are they the goths?
Yeah, they're the
Yes.
goths.
Black Deck's the
Goths
goths?
are
That
correct,
makes
yeah.
so much sense.
Yeah.
So the white ones are the like the fucking holy than that ones.
Yeah, they're
the
yeah,
angels
exactly.
and the clerics.
Correct. It's angels, paladins, things like that.
So greens are orcs.
Also-
And little
goblins?
dogs. Little dogs and cats and birds are often white.
Also, soldiers and shepherds and symbols of community.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Green is all forest monsters, elves and hydras and
Kaiju.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. Yeah.
So think druid, basically.
They like to summon tokens and they like to mana ramp.
Blue is annoying wizards. Blue-red is cool wizards.
False.
Yeah, false.
Okay.
Blue red is little swimmy little fishy boys, little fish, and a couple of seabirds, and a whole bunch of nasty snot goblins.
That's what?
Am I wrong?
It's not goblins,
Red's
they're
where
just
the
red.
goblins
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Blue-red is like Nib Mizzet and fuck whatever that leader is.
That's the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nicol
Which
Bolas.
color are the snot goblins? Does anybody know which color the snot goblins are in?
I gotta tell you, I've never heard of a snot goblin, but I assume they're red.
Yeah.
This is
Most
not a
goblins
specific
are
card. This is a
red.
category of card.
Oh well, if you
I've
just talking
accidentally
about
started
goblins,
everyone
then they're red.
screaming about
Or the-
magic.
Well, snot goblins are wizards, so it's blue.
Wow.
Snot's green though. Why are they called
Could be a
snot
little red.
goblins? It could be a
Because-
little red, but it shouldn't be
Because
that
remember
red.
the shitty little kid who was always dripping snot, telling you,
Mhm.
actually,
Is
that's
that
blue players. That's fine.
Okay.
is that okay? But he's a blue red guy.
I'm a blue-red guy. Blue-red is so different from mono-blue. And let's be clear, I know how to play mono-blue. I can turn the game into a nightmare if you want me to, but I
know,
don't think that
nerd.
that's fun.
Yeah, blue red is like, that actually would be a really smart and powerful move and puts you in a really big position, except unfortunately you've just lost. So here's how.
Can we open a booster box next FriskCon?
Yes.
You're paying for it.
Dude, I want to do a draft so bad next
Yeah.
time. we're
Will I
together.
open a booster box? My first ever booster box.
You guys are gonna have to come to Canada to do it though, because you know.
Yeah. Nobody,
Yeah.
nobody come over here for a few years.
Yeah.
No.
At
We
least.
go elsewhere, yeah, for sure.
What happened there?
Well,
Terrible
let's
thing.
not go into that on stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. COVID
No,
90.
let's do it. That'll stall for a long time.
It is almost 3:00.
Okay, fine, we can play. Somebody do the recap.
I remember that we decided what our next mission is, which is going down to Camelot. And that is it. The recap is for me. I'm the one who needs the recap.
Okay. So last time, on Wake of the Fallen Moon, we beat the ever-loving shit out of the Red Queen.
Was that last time? I
Didn't
thought that
we
was
do
2
that?
times
No,
ago.
that was the last time
That's just a
ago, yeah.
reminder of what happened last time.
Okay.
But then,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But then we split up. Stain went over to Camelot to return the Darrell Fund.
right.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the Darrell Fund. That's for you. You remember? Where he kind of reunited with one of the little ones. One of the little fellas. One of the
It was
babies.
real cute.
Sweeties. He did learn though that he doesn't switch no more. And had to kind of put on a little act to be other guy. So as to not scare little one. And he had a little crisis. Meanwhile, the other guys went to the White Queen's castle. They were stopped kind of up front, did a little bit of Karening. Like, tell me your name, your badge number, and then like I'll remember it, and then like wait, we know, and then they go and sleep, and they meet with the White Queen. Tell the White Queen that they've succeeded in what they were doing. Yes. They keep the crown, sorry, the hat. I believe, right? You still have it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah, you have it. That's nice.
That's safe.
Yep.
Then they all head over to Neverland, where they collect Tancred and go to the castle where they meet back up with Tinkerbell. Tinker
But not
Tank.
actually because she's not there. We're
Yeah,
talking
she's
about-
projecting herself
Yep.
somehow. I don't know if she's far away or in another part of the castle, just she's projecting. And we figured out what to do next, and we've settled on let's go to Camelot. Stain got a hug without dying.
Group hug even.
It was
And,
a group hug.
Let us not forget that I told Teru to meet us in Kosetsugen, which is when he revealed that he is enslaved and cannot leave.
That didn't happen. What?
Well, he said he wouldn't leave because he's not
Okay.
supposed to, which means he's not
Right.
free, which means he's a slave.
It's a lot of conclusions to jump to, but that makes sense. She wouldn't let him leave, or maybe he's irresponsible with his money, and if you let him go, he'll immediately go into debt and be abducted by the Yakuza or whatever again. But also, he could be a hostage for us. I don't remember what it is she wants from us. I think it's a mandate.
Yeah.
Or a hat. Yeah, a mandate. She wants a
We
mandate.
give her a mandate, she'll let Teru go.
Like a gacha, little gacha machine.
I don't know, maybe I'm just woke, but I feel like that's kidnapping.
Yeah, that's definitely kidnapping.
Do you not pay a kindergarten to hold your children? I guess they're kidnappers. Yeah,
You know
I
what? He's
guess
got a
we
good
have
point.
kidnappers. You want to let your kid just walk around out there gambling?
Yeah, here's the thing though, if you don't pay your daycare bill, the daycare doesn't keep your kid.
True.
No, they sell them.
We do have to remember
What
that the
the-
whole reason Tara's in this mess, though, is because he got into perfectly legitimate gambling debt with a gambling addiction. Like, he wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. He got
He's an
himself
adult.
into this
He
trouble.
should-
Right. He's an adult who made a
he
lot
should
of
be-
mistakes and got himself into trouble.
He should be allowed out, though. Like, I feel like he should just be allowed out if that's true. Maybe it's an intervention. She's like, if I let you out, will you gamble? And he's like, no, and immediately goes gambling.
Right.
But he has no money,
This is
so he
Well-
sells his body.
this is still
Okay, but
certainly a kidnapping, but also it's not like they just scooped him up off the streets. Like,
And here's the thing, guys. Gambling's pretty fun.
It's like the lowest effort kidnapping
I have never seen the appeal.
of gambling.
Right. Maybe if it's like a zero something like poker, that makes more sense. But like, I just don't get it.
It's fine. Like, I don't know.
I'm addicted to gotcha games, so I have to play D&D or I'll spend all my money.
Yeah, I don't want to think about gotcha games either.
I have to delete
So
them off my
anyway.
phone.
Important addendum with that. When you grabbed Tankard, he was comatose.
Yeah, he's coming. We have him in our little bag, a bag of holding. His head just sticking out, like a purse kobold.
Yep.
And we can't seem to wake him up.
Which is a little concerning, but we haven't really looked into that at all yet.
Well, I don't know what to do about it. On one hand, a part of me is like, I have to kill him to avenge my entire cathedral and fulfill my long goal of killing the people who tried to kill me and killed everyone I know and love. But then a part of me is like, but that's one of the people I know and love. And I've lost so many, and I don't know if I'm ready to let go yet. And that they were possessed by spirits when they did it.
Right, that does beg the question whether they were really responsible or not. It's kind of like the hats.
The spirit
It
mirror had.
is a bit complicated. Maybe I should identify him to see if he's under any effects.
Please.
Good idea.
Yeah, I can do that.
Does he seem healthy?
It's been a bit. How does Alistair identify Tankard?
Oh man, it has been a bit. I'm not really sure.
Full
how
cavity search?
It might be a very thorough investigation. While just putting some magic into it. I can't think of any other way I identify would work here. How does it usually work? You just ask the pearl and it knows.
I've never heard you talk to the pearl before.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't either.
Drake made something that targets my somno.
So yeah, take a bit of time. Cast identify. You don't sense any specific spell effect.
Okay.
But you do get a little bit of information. Let me see how I can describe this for you.
If it's a magical, but it's not a magical effect. You just said that.
Well, it's not a
Yeah.
spell. It's there's
Okay.
stuff going on.
Can I make an
Okay.
Arcana check too to try to figure that out?
Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention, everyone went on a library run. That's what they did at the end of the session. You did a lot of research and
Oh, yeah,
learned
we
some
did.
things.
Okay, this actually works out. Previously, you had identified, I believe it was there's Steiner Stain at some point very early on in the campaign, and that was the first time that you had sensed Atropos's existence in there.
Yeah.
Identifying Tankard here, you do not sense Sloth. Sloth is not with him currently.
Oh, okay.
What? What? I'm not there right
Yes.
now.
You're not there right now.
I'm with Sheesh. We were
Oh, right.
doing stuff and we were walking
Right.
and exploring the place.
Sloth's not even in Tankard.
Right.
Can it just leave? I guess it can, unless.
I mean, Atropos was
You
able to
think
get out
Kate-
eventually, right?
Do you think Talon came back?
That would be my first guess, yeah. Merciful of her to not kill him. But I guess she
Yeah,
doesn't
sure.
really... She's not looking for murder. She's just looking for the spirits.
Exactly.
That does kind of beg the question, though. If Sloth is not the reason he's unconscious, why is he unconscious? Can I do, like, a medical exam while he's doing a magical
Yeah.
exam?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
I don't think you're being as thorough of a doctor as you were with me the other day. Remember? I had a 6 for that.
Damn, okay.
On an
Got 'em.
18.
Do you want me to be that thorough?
You know, maybe.
He's sleeping and doesn't... We don't have prior consent.
Oh, I meant to me, not to him. But
Oh, okay, got it.
you could be a little more thorough than what you're being. You're just kind of,
I'm playing with you, but yes, yeah. What do I say?
Okay.
You notice a handful of like old scars and things. He's quite thoroughly unconscious. You're poking and prodding him. He is
Right.
not responding. does appear to be. He's breathing fine. The church where he was seems to have been keeping him like hydrated and possibly fed on something. He still has like natural, like physiological responses. So, rub his throat, he swallows kind of like on instinct and whatever.
Okay. So directed study with an 18. Are his eyes moving under his eyelids like he's dreaming?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I think he's still in there somewhere, although he's certainly out cold. My guess is it's something magically induced. And I think Jupiter will just kind of sit back and let Alistair continue to study with Identify.
No spell, but there is some sort of effect on him.
Alistair, give me an Arcana check.
35?
Jesus. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. At 35, I think the thing you were kind of gravitating towards, at least theoretically, and you don't have any like full proof of this, but it was the thing that kind of like jumps to mind to you the most, is that if Sloth was connected to Tankard in some way, like spiritually as a part of that possession, having Sloth like forcibly removed could have potentially caused this.
Yeah, okay. I think when Kaylin yoinked Sloth out of there, she might have done more than she meant to.
Severed something.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully reuniting them will fix it, but that's going to be tough news.
Yeah, I shouldn't sugarcoat it. He wouldn't want that.
He'll want to know something. We should at least go find him and try to spill it.
Don't have any weird magic item that lets us go into dreams, right? That'd be convenient.
I think we do,
We
actually.
do?
Yeah, I think this is the
I was
thing
gonna
that we
say,
forgot we had.
I think that we did. Yeah, we did that. before,
Dreamwalkers
yeah.
or blah, 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 blah. Yes, certainly we can. We can take 2 or 3 people in there.
He said he's dreaming or something, right? His eyes are moving.
Yeah, he looks like he's dreaming at least. There's some sort of involuntary consciousness going on in there. But I imagine that Stain will want to be one of those people.
Yeah, for sure. If we can't reunite them, maybe there's some way we can fix him from in there.
Might be able to.
Yeah, we'll tell him when he gets back, I guess. Or should we just go find him now? It doesn't seem like he's,
I think it's a
dire.
flight risk, yeah.
Yeah.
Stain went out for a walk with Nara, is that true? Last we heard?
He went with
Yeah,
Or was Sheesh?
He
Got it.
went. It's Sheesh and Nara.
With both of them, okay.
Yeah, you, Alistair, and Kohaku were doing research, and like we were like, we don't do books.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah, when they get back, we can tell them. I don't think it's urgent enough that we need to go chase them down.
Right. What should I do about his that happened earlier? He seems fine, but that's a big thing to confess and then just sort of sit on.
Yeah. I'm still trying to... I don't know what to make of it yet. I mean, it kind of sounds like... What's that?
Yeah, we didn't mention that in the recap.
Yeah,
Nope, we did not. I
we
forgot
sure
about
did.
that.
We kind of
Nope.
skipped over that whole thing. I mean, if what he's saying is true, it kind of sounds like Stein is gone. And I don't like that. I don't know what to make of that.
I don't know. Stain's been acting different. It's like Stein's in there too a little. I don't know. It's not quite to the, you know, subservient levels that Stein.
Right. If they're merged properly, then I guess mission success. I guess I don't know what I was expecting on a success. Either way, it's going to be hard to adjust to for a while.
Right. Great. I don't remember. Did I identify him whenever he was split and that was an weird effect that I couldn't get through? I know there was a point where I hit some sort of weird block and I don't remember if that was with Jupe or with Stainstein.
I think that was with Steinstein. It has been a bit. But yeah, I don't think you've identified him since then.
Okay. I might identify him later, see if anything's changed. It's been a while.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So it's just us in the library, right? No, Kaku's here.
Doctor's
too.
around here somewhere.
Hmm.
Do you want to take a break from studying for a bit?
Sure do.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Sheesh and Stain and Nara, who's currently not with us, but with us in spirit. What are you guys doing around the fort?
So Stain's just sort of walking around with his two buddies here. He wanted to talk to Nara about something, but Nara is avoiding the topic, so he's like, we'll talk some other time. And he just he walks with Sheesh, kind of folds his arm behind his head and kind of looks up at the ceiling while taking like big old steps. This is to slow down his stride because he walks at a very brisk pace normally. And it's like, so back there on the ship, when Ali got a hat, you said to take it from you. Revenge isn't what it's cut out to be or something.
Something along those lines, yes.
What does that mean?
I do need to be honest, I didn't entirely mean it. Revenge feels fucking great, but I know it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't take away the years of suffering myself, or more importantly, the rest of my family and people went through or still are.
But it felt good.
It did.
Did it feel satisfying?
Not yet.
One more, huh?
One more, and then probably some more loose ends to cut off. Tie up, whatever the saying is.
Are those loose ends more people?
I hope not. Or at least not more people that I have to kill.
Probably rescuing your folks, huh?
Hopefully it's just, yes, finding people and bringing them... I don't know where home is anymore, but...
Anywhere, I guess.
Some place where they're not getting their, blood harvested. Etc.
Somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Y'all went underwater. There was a city or whatever. I saw the souvenirs.
Yes, I suppose that would be a nice place to settle down. Very deep down.
It's just I want that kind of closure, I guess.
Yes, I should say. Revenge feels good, but closure will feel better.
Ain't the same.
I don't think so. I like to think that my sort of revenge is leading to some sort of closure. Taking out the Allards and Giuseppe has led me to, you know, her name,
Gabriella?
It's all right.
something with a G, Gabriella, yes.
Yeah. Gabby
And
G.
her, I've learned about her exploits, the things that she's done, the type of people that are buying the serums that she's made, and how that's gotten around. Closure for me will be stopping all of that. Revenge are just stepping stones along the way.
I guess I don't know what my closure looks like. You know, I left because I wanted to bring the spirits back, and I wanted to avenge people. That's why I'm here. Ain't done shit. Now we got Tank back, and I don't know. It don't feel right killing someone who's already sleeping all the time.
And see, that's when revenge doesn't feel good.
Kind of blows.
They're just gonna put an arm around your shoulder, like, yeah, that I don't know what to say, but yeah, that does suck, buddy.
He kind of freezes up for a moment. He's still not used to just being kind of touched. But then he like kind of leans into it unconsciously. You can tell he's very touch starved. I guess. Just kicks a rock. Well, whatever happens, I don't know what closure looks like. I'll figure that out. Maybe when I get the spirits back at least and put in the cathedral, I'll feel better. I got the Relster money back. That felt good. Ish.
You know, closure doesn't have to be one big thing or one goal all at once. It can be just finding a sort of life that you're happy with.
Are you sure? I feel like closure sounds like shutting a door. That's the end. You know, slam it shut, closed, done. Case closed.
You could slam it shut or do it gently, leave it cracked. You know, it doesn't have. I don't know. I'm bad at metaphor.
You're pretty good at it so far. I saw Marina Durrell. Little girl, one of the twins. And she thought it was the other guy. And, you know, I never had any thoughts about them before. Kids are icky,
True.
And sticky.
sticky. I think she, you know, something felt. I don't know what to describe. I wanted her to be all right.
You felt empathy for a child.
Yeah, fuck me right.
I kind of like lean back a bit, and since I already have one arm around your shoulder, I like grab your shoulders with both hands and
Hey.
like shake you and look in your eyes a bit. I'm like, are you still staying?
I mean,
Joking,
yeah.
obviously.
And a little extra. Yeah, empathy for children, that sort of thing. I don't know. I've had it before. It's just I don't get close. Give away that shitty little toy Stein left me.
Which one?
Little plush of me. It was alright. Didn't get all my muscles. Flexes.
Probably didn't have enough stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. He made everyone some plush, right?
I don't remember.
He did.
I think
Did
so.
he made little dolls for everybody?
Got Kaku a carrot. You
Hmm.
got a little Star Eater. It was like a no, it was a fucking Star Shooter, Star Shot. It had a thing. It had a little embroidery off on a bow shooting a star arrow. Sheesh, I think, got a little Gru. Can't remember what he got Aster, and I feel like it was a Jupe.
I don't remember either.
It's a little Jupe.
It'll be a little Jupe. That's fine.
Or I think it might be a hand mirror. A little plush hand mirror. It's either one of those. I can't remember. It's been a while. I think it was a hand mirror with Jupe in it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Well,
That's like so you can see him all the time. Like in that story, The Beauty and the Beast. You can see your heart's desire. And he was teasing you about like, yeah, you like him. Yeah, I think that's what he did. That's when you weren't labeling things yet. Still aren't, you cowards.
that's on him.
We should probably head back, huh? They've been at it for hours. We probably walked around this entire castle by now. Fortress?
And they're probably covered in paper cut.
Do you think every time you turn a page you get a paper cut?
You don't?
Not really, I don't touch books.
I want to see Sheesh's page turning technique that he is paper cutting every time he turns a page.
It's the webbing in his fingers, it gets cut so easily.
I imagine that he like steps back to arm's length and then like does a full arm swing like to the like just trying to like get the very tip of the page.
He just has really vulnerable skin, very thin skin,
I just
sort of papery.
You see, it's because I'm a fish, but also I'm a chef. So like the skin on my hands especially has been like kind of finely seared, and it doesn't really like callus in a way that like a human's skin would. So imagine like a really nicely seared fish fillet, and the skin just like you cut through it so easily and smoothly. It's like crispy almost.
This
Yeah, I
guy-
mean, just think about how
And that's why she should read. And when audiobooks become a thing, Sheesh is gonna be like, oh boy, hot damn.
think about how easy it would be to like give a paper cut to like a jellyfish.
right.
they're
Understand
Razor
that
leaf.
you did this as a bit, and now you have to commit to it.
Right, I was gonna say you
Yeah.
now have like half a hit point. Your AC is -8.
Well, that's why my AC is so low already. They have paper like skin.
But your hands smell so nice, like cooked fish.
They have crispy fish skin.
gross.
How do you not slice your hands off whenever you draw your bow?
That's the secret.
He holds it with napkins?
Yeah, she just wears oven mitts all the time.
Oh.
But he takes them off to
Jukebox.
turn pages because he likes the cuts.
Well, can you imagine trying to turn a page with oven mitts on?
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
True.
You just cut out the
Everything
middle
else is
man.
kind of adapted to. He can draw a bow. He can hold his daggers with oven mitt.
It's like, you know, when people lick their fingers to turn the page, you just cut out the middle man and use your tongue to turn the page.
Been there, done that. Do not advise.
Paper cut and tongue.
Yeah, not good. Sounds like it'd be so freaking fun, right? But I promise you, it's a little bit of a nightmare.
You know, licking books, that thing I want to do all the time.
Okay, but paper's kind of tasty though, guys.
Only,
Yeah,
I
only
but
used to
that's
eat
like
it when I was a
eating
kid.
Do you know that paper is made out of sugar?
I didn't know that. Probably in
papers made out of
America.
tree.
I played Minecraft Biscuit.
Do you think that before oven mitts, people just burnt their hands all the time?
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take things out.
yep.
That's just what they did.
That's certainly
No,
what
I think they
happened.
used.
people still
think
do
they
that
use
even with
sticks.
oven mitts sometimes.
You don't think they use sticks?
No. They used their bare hands. They didn't think to use sticks and prongs. You know.
Like cloth? I don't know.
Is that why donuts have a hole in the middle? Because they use their dick?
Okay,
I feel like
Specifically-
we
you're.
gotta unpack that one.
I feel like you're razzing me for no reason. I asked a genuine, serious question. And, you're just kind of really getting on my dick for no reason.
If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have a personality.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Make her way back.
Okay. Make your way back. Yeah, what do you guys do after? Do you guys eventually kind of reconvene?
So,
What would you like to do?
Stain. We did a little bit of investigation and identification on Tankard.
Yeah, you learn stuff? Oh, on Tank? Not a
Um,
book.
we also did a little library research, but as part of that, we studied Tankard. He's alive. He seems to be dreaming.
Okay.
But Alistair did some magical study and has determined that Sloth is not in there. Our guess is probably that Talon has already come and taken Sloth out, and in doing so has rendered him unconscious.
Imagine like Stain is like very nonchalantly drinking water from a water skin as you say this, and when you say Sloth's in there, he just spit takes on the floor and starts coughing. What do you mean? Wait. He's alive though.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Dreaming, and we have the magic item that would let us go into his dreams if you wanted to try to communicate with him. I can't
There's
promise
no-
that. Or go ahead.
There's no magic spell on him, so it's nothing we can just get rid of. But we might be able to talk him awake, kind of like we talk with Jupiter in his dreams. But
Yeah, the one I missed out on.
yeah,
Well, he's a dream sentinel. He should be able to wake himself up. He hasn't trained in a while.
he's also been influenced by laziness for a while.
The Sloth's just gone.
Seems that way.
What's your passive perceptions, I guess?
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's not terrible. It's a 15.
It's decent. Yeah, he's like struggling to figure out what to do. Like he had a lot of his plans hinged on getting Sloth back to the cathedral, and now he's kind of reeling.
I am just speculating about Talon. It could be something else, so maybe we should go talk to him to see.
But Sloth ain't there.
Well, Sloth ain't there, but I mean, Tank might know what happened.
Tank might be in there.
I think Tank is still in there.
he just kind of shuts his eyes for a bit, and he like rapidly goes through like a little meditation motions. Like his eyelids flitter underneath the lids, and he just nods firmly to himself. It's like, yeah, okay. Can I go in? How does this work?
We would need to do a little 10-minute ritual. You and up to 2 other people could go in there. We could potentially even send more people over time if we wanted to.
Okay.
I don't mind trip sitting this one. I think that is the least I can do after you guys did so much to bring me out of my dream.
Nah, it wasn't me.
That is kind of the point, yeah. You were left out of that last one. I want to make sure that you're able to do this one.
Thanks. I guess. Well,
We could do it now. We could do it when we're someplace a little. Where are we? We're still in.
we're in the fortress
Neverland,
still, I
right?
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time of day is
You-
it after all their research?
Probably very late.
Probably good time to do it before bed,
Yeah.
since we're gonna sleep anyway. I don't normally.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. Go back to the inn or someplace where it's a little more private, and then yeah, go in and hopefully it's a quick thing.
How long did it take when you guys did it?
Oh boy.
A couple hours.
Yeah, a few hours. Shouldn't be too long.
Wait, time moves should be different in dreams. I haven't actually I haven't reached that part of my training. Everything I know is just the story.
I felt like I was in there for a very long time, so I imagine you're right.
Okay. That's good. Get the hang of it. He seems a little
Ah,
nervous.
who do you want to go with you? You can have 2 other people. You said.
2 other people, yeah.
It doesn't matter who wants to come. As the 15, he wants Ali.
Yeah, I can come. You might need magic or something in there, and it'd be your best bet for that.
And one other?
I'll come.
I appreciate it. So we just gotta find him in there, wake him up, or convince him to, if he's there.
See if he recalls any of what happened would be very useful. Again, we're just kind of guessing that Talen's related to all this, but we don't know if that's really real.
I don't know what I'll do if it is Talon. I mean, she's already got Trophy.
Right. I was telling Allie, it seemed like this was a side effect of her taking Sloth out. It doesn't seem like her aim was to do this. It just sort of happened because she did it brusquely.
Still happened.
It did still happen. If that is even what happened. Again, number 1 priority is finding out what really happened. Number 2 is getting him out of it. Or, maybe flip those.
I want him back.
Right.
I want him to know what he did to me.
He might not know anything to find out.
Well, then I guess I just won't get closure for that. If he was completely under a spirit's control and didn't know anything, well, yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. Let's get this ball rolling.
All right,
Don't
let's do
roll it, actually, do we?
You can. It's an orb. That is not part of the ritual, though. So yeah, Jupe will kind of set up somewhere out of the way. Sorry, vacuum. I'm going to type.
For chat, Jupiter says he'll get the ritual set up and send them in. If unwilling, he can make a DC 16 wisdom save to resist. Okay. I didn't know you could do this to unwilling people. That's neat.
Yeah.
Like the sleeping person will make the save, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay. I thought it's the people you send inside. Excellent. Perfect.
Jupe sets up the ritual. You guys begin to lay down around the Dreamwalker's orb, tankard out.
I make some chamomile tea and s'mores for everybody.
Oh, s'mores.
Excellent.
S'mores and tea.
Smell it while sleeping or whatever it is we're doing.
Yeah, after a few minutes or so, the ritual goes off, and Stain, Alistair, and Kohaku, all of you feel yourselves suddenly just drift to sleep. And then you find yourselves in a strange, almost like it's a very white place with kind of a pinkish hue to it, but there's so many motorcycles going by my place right now for some reason.
They're having a parade
Oh.
just for you.
There, yeah, it's all got this like faint kind of pastel-y hue to it, but the floor almost feels like clouds. It's just that got this like fluffy, dreamlike kind of setting, almost like that cartoonish interpretation of like sleeping on clouds.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is more pleasant than Jeep Stream was.
And if I recall out of character, we become what the dreamer perceives us as? What would Tankard perceive me as?
Oh,
Little caricature. Am I just made of sushi?
I think he sees you as kind of as you were before.
I probably look younger then. I don't have a helmet. I don't have a scarred forehead.
Yeah.
I've got these kind of light gray, kind of stony scales.
Alistair and Kohaku are fairly almost amorphous.
He bet you a little bit in the dark.
Bloop, bloop.
He just doesn't have like a particularly solid image of them in comparison. Like he hasn't really spent a ton of time with them, and
Right.
the time that he has spent with you guys, he's been asleep most of it. So
Yeah. He pauses briefly to look down his hand and see that he's no longer red. And he's back to the scale color he had before he left the cathedral, which is a kind of stony gray. A little darker toward the back.
So this is what your natural scale color looks like.
Yeah. It's been a while.
You can try to find a dye that works to get you back to that if you want.
Nah, I'm black.
Okay.
It just happened after. I think it's cooler.
It does look pretty cool. But Kaku and I really don't have much of a presence here, so we'll let you lead the way.
Well, what's the place
What do you
look
mean?
like?
I look perfectly normal.
Maybe if you just got out of bed and you haven't, done yourself up. And also ate a lot of slime.
I've
Been there,
always
done that.
been on the blobby side.
What? No. A nice cut figure. With the flowy kimono. I wonder if I can shape you into what I see. Ah, that's not the point right now. Let's see. If I'm guessing, it's gonna look like the cathedral. And I've been there before. Been there almost half my life, so I should know it. He's just gonna lead the way forward.
alrighty. You start kind of wandering through this kind of amorphous location, trying to find the Dream Cathedral.
Tank! Tank! He's just kind of calling out.
I think
I think our magic items work in here. We could just use a paper bird and it should be fine when we leave.
Really?
Hey. If I remember right, any of the resources we've been in here come back when we wake up, so
I'll give it a try
Such-
without check my inventory. I know I gave one to someone earlier.
I should have one here.
I have one as well. 1 out of 3. Okay, so I've given away 2. If you don't mind. Is it a blobby bird?
It's probably a blobby bird. If you've seen Delicious in Dungeon, it's kind of that weird cube bird shape from the episode with is it a hippogriff? I don't remember. It's pretty late. But yeah, go ahead and use mine just in case it uses it. I think I owe you one anyway.
I don't think so. I mean, I owe you a potion of love.
Whatever. I've got a few of them.
Why?
Fun.
Okay, it's fine, pervert. He's gonna open the bird and kind of write down "Wake up, tankard." and then he's gonna fly it.
The bird flies off, and you guys are able to start to follow it. You do notice that as you are following it, the kind of clouds that you're walking on start to feel less stable. It's less like walking on like powdered snow and more like walking on jello. It becomes very uneven and very hard to move.
You guys doing okay?
Floor is a little bit wiggly here. For an unstable part of his dreamscape, it might be something he has unstable emotions about. I don't know. This weird dream stuff's
It
confusing.
must be whatever happened to him when Sloth was taken out. I'm just gonna perceive the area real quick and see if like I can find something. Like a clue or a memory.
A clue, a clue.
Yeah, give me just either an investigation check or perception check.
33.
23. I think what this feels like to you is you're aware that the so essentially what has happened is that you guys are effectively like astral projecting into Tankard's little like pocket dimension in the Feywild.
Right.
And you'd be aware that these pocket dimensions are kind of like actively, they're both created by the individual that they're connected to, and are also kind of like also some to a degree kind of influence that person. And so they're naturally kind of inclined to protect themselves. And that's the sense you get currently, is that it is trying to stop you from progressing. And currently it is doing that a little bit gently, but you imagine that the deeper you go, the more aggressive it's going to get.
Yeah, I explained this. It's a little pocket place inside him. Leads to the Feywild. They tend to want to protect themselves from influence.
Interesting.
It's gonna want to
Okay.
push us out. It's not fighting so hard right now, but it's gonna get kind of worse the deeper we get. If you want to head out now, I don't mind. This is what I was made for.
I think having backup would still be good. You can take the lead and we'll just be here. But I mean, unless
Okay.
Kawaku wants to take the lead, but I don't know.
I'm a bit of a blob at the moment.
Yeah. We'll
Can we
be
tell
your
which
blob
one?
support.
Can we tell which one of you is what's your
Oh,
top and what's your bottom?
they're not like fully blobby, but they're just like lacking definition, if that makes sense. You can still
Oh,
tell
like-
who is who
Yeah.
pretty decently, but yeah,
Like
there's
seeing
just,
without your
like,
glasses when you
kind
got
of,
bad
yeah.
eyes.
They're
like
just a
me.
little bit blurry. I'll also remind you guys that because you guys are currently in Tirnog, you guys can attempt to kind of like affect this dream, and that just takes a charisma check, and the DC is either 20 or your age.
My age. Interesting. Yeah. So 19.
Yeah, so you and Kohaku are both DC 19 and Alistair is 20.
Okay.
And Stain, you also have advantage on that check.
Right. And I recall last time I was allowed to use my wisdom.
Oh, that might be what we established. So yeah, it would be
Yeah.
wisdom instead for you.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
So yeah.
It goes up by 1, I think, every time you succeed.
Yes, it will progressively get harder and harder to kind of maintain.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward. I'm hoping his familiarity with me will make this easier. I'm gonna press on. Continue following Bird.
Okay. I need you guys to give me athletics checks as the terrain starts to get rougher and less stable.
I ignore difficult terrain when I'm dashing. Does that help?
Oh, Alistair. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
My man.
It's okay. Mine's gonna be real bad too.
It's a dream. Has anything ever bad ever happened to someone in a dream after they've fallen off of a mountain or something? No.
Roll a 19 and a 20.
And you don't have terrifying reoccurring dreams where you're just falling? I don't, thank God.
I'm not afraid of gravity. If I was thrown off a cliff and survived.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of
Alistair, you feel the your foot just kind of like starts to sink in a little bit too deep, and you feels like it's almost like stepping into like mud or something, and you just feel it like you go down almost to your knee in this like mud like substance, and then it suddenly starts to kind of harden and squeeze into your calf.
Ow. Anger cloud, oh, ow.
Kind of make my way over to Ali and try and just like smash through the lang cloud bit.
Um,
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ali? For leg squeeze?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can dig you out.
All right. Saying you can give me an athletics check to try and pull Alistair out.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Come on.
If
If I have advantage on these because of dream stuff, it's 19. And if I had advantage on, if I had a +5 on these for the face stuff,
You can't quite get him out, and you start to pull, and Alistair, you work with Stain to start pulling yourself out, and you feel your legs starting to come free. But then there is a moment where both of you just have to give up from the exertion for just a moment, and in that second, you feel this sucking sensation, and you get dragged down to your waist.
okay, Ali, let's go.
that's great.
Take 5 more bludgeoning damage as it starts to just squeeze your lower body.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put my hand on Ali's neck and push him down, and he teleports out.
Okay. Yeah, you push him straight through, and Alistair, you teleport. Popping back up out.
That was horrifying for a split second where I thought you were just going to kill me, but I guess it's a dream. But
Why'd I do that?
that's why it was so horrifying. I didn't understand why. If
I think I
I'm
decided to
holding-
just turn on you in here.
I mean, it's a dream. You never know.
Not a nightmare though.
True. If I'm holding you back at any point, though, let me know. I can fuck off.
One, this is what I mean when it said it starts getting dangerous. That you're holding you back. I just don't want you to get hurt. Someone's waiting for you out there. Both of you.
I'll be fine when I get out. I'm sure. You're my
I
friend.
can't recall if they get psychic damage when they take damage in the dream.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I think
but
they start
it's-
getting nosebleeds.
We're about to take a long rest, so it's fine. Or wait, did we just do that?
Oh,
I don't remember.
we have a long rest yet. All right.
I think you guys might have been planning to, and then head to Camelot.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head forward. Things might get worse.
I'll follow best I can. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, you guys continue to push forward through through all of the clouds and the kind of muck that starts to form around all of you.
Did you guys get gifts last time you were in the dream world? In Ternanog?
Gifts.
Yeah.
Like
Special
what?
dream items.
I don't think so.
The character you did.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we totally did. Yeah, because I had the thing that let me cast like any third level spell I wanted. Oh, it was so good.
Do you think that's still with you here? I don't know if they carry over.
I don't know. I'll look at my bag and see if it's there.
It's not.
Nope. Damn.
Different dream, different continuity. Oh, it was worth a thing.
Worth a try.
I can run on water, so this might not be too bad for me. I don't know about
What am
everyone
I
else though.
doing? I have boots of flying. I can just fly over these clouds.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so smart. Look at me remembering the thing that I made.
How long does it last?
An hour.
That's decent.
I think.
Following
Yeah.
these birds.
Yep. So hopefully it won't take us a whole hour to get there.
Okay.
You start to fly, and Alistair,
Yeah.
give me a charisma check.
Oh, no.
6.
You guys watch as the light and the sun in the sky suddenly starts to rapidly cross across the sky, and then the moon rises, and then the sun comes back up, and moon and the sun, and the moon and the sun, moon and sun. Like time has rapidly escalated, and then your boots stop working.
Oh.
This dream sucks.
They're gonna fight us. Like I said, every step of the way. The deeper we get.
It's fine. Can't have any fun. Stupid dream. This is why no one likes listening to other people's dreams.
Haven't had any in a while.
No, go on. Your dream is interesting. No. I'm into it. What happened next?
Yeah.
Welcome next. Right? If you want to keep going, I'm keeping going.
You keep going, and as you begin to move forward, Stain, because you have stupid passive perception, you start to notice that there are a little up ahead. There are little like sprite-like creatures made of this cloud-like material that is seem to be patrolling.
Those little cloud boys.
Cloud boys? Did you meet those before?
No, it just reminds me of the little male guy who wouldn't stop following us around.
Ah,
We're little cloud boys, and we're gonna kill you.
I think they might be guardians. We might end up fighting them. I'm thinking I could maybe just outrun them.
We can try that. Kawaku has the hops, and I can go pretty fast.
We'll try making ourselves not seem dangerous.
To start.
Okay, so you want to just like pass yourself off as just another part of the dream?
Yeah, like whistling.
Okay.
I'm just like, ready or not, here I come. Just playing another game.
Okay. All of you guys give me deception checks.
Roll 4.
Alistair was a bad call to bring it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it
Alistair.
sure was.
You have a -1 in lying.
Fortunately, to your check, you guys are able to kind of make up for it. You pass yourselves off as just other parts of this dream as these scouts start to kind of move past you. They do take a long look at all of you, but you pass yourselves off as like non-threatening and just a standard part of this dream.
I'm too blobby to be a real threat.
There's probably lots of blobs wandering by of all the people you just see passing by in towns and stuff.
Probably.
Clearer faces if it's like a shop you've been to multiple times. Like you go to shop there every day. But I don't think he's been shopping since he left. I don't know what Sloth and Gluttony were doing inside him.
Constantly arguing over whether they needed to go to the grocery store or not.
I know Sloth just wanted to sleep.
Makes sense. Been there.
And not move. Sloppy. Alright, I think we made through.
Eventually, you make it through, and the clouds kind of open up to a space where it's almost kind of got this like Olympus and the Disney Hercules kind
Yes.
of look to it. There's
Spirals.
these big swirls and pillars that are still like this pinkish white pastel accents. It's very dreamlike and cozy, but off in the center of this kind of ring of these pillars is this monstrous looking creature, almost dragon like, but somewhat kind of malformed isn't quite the right word, but like just like a little bit wrong. It's slightly elongated in strange ways, and it's got this big, nasty lower jaw, multiple eyes along its kind of brow, and it's currently seems to be kind of curled up, sleeping, and kind of tucked in under one of the arms, and along its side you see Tankard also kind of like sleeping.
Is that big thing Sloth?
Seems like it.
I thought it
Looks
wasn't
like
here. Or it wasn't here.
I didn't sense it when I did the identify.
It might be just a memory of Sloth.
Could be just part of the dream, yeah.
Or a curse. Or, I think they mentioned Tank wasn't eating or drinking, and he still seems healthy. I think,
Looked like they were keeping him fed, and you can force feed and drink. He was swallowing fine.
yeah, I think they mentioned they weren't specifically feeding him. I could
No,
be
they
wrong.
have been.
Oh, they have been. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that theory that Sloth is keeping him alive probably ain't it.
Probably not.
Well, I could try waking him. I think
You wake
Sloth.
him without waking the big thing.
I don't know. Another thing I know is if you beat someone up until they go unconscious, they wake up and take a little, I don't know, something.
Could be a way to get your stress out about it without actually killing him, I guess. I'll leave any big decision up to you. I think what you want matters more here than what I feel like makes most sense.
Yeah, I kind of reach for my shovel. Instead, I find like a wooden sword that I used to play with him. All right.
Oh, that thing's not even sharp.
Well, yeah, it's a toy. I- I'm gonna go just in case. I'm gonna approach him, just tiptoe over, crouch next to him if I
Give me a
can.
stealth check.
Oh boy.
Don't wait,
Ah.
Dragon, the hit board
Roll the
game.
4. Woo! Big by 1.
You don't seem to wake Sloth.
On its face, not a surprise.
I get as close as I can to Tankard as I can.
Okay.
Then I crouch down and like gently prod him with my finger. Trying not to make a sound. If he doesn't respond, and I kind of pinch the little horn on top of his nose and just kind of wiggle it.
Just wiggle his snout back and forth.
Do it a little more aggressively.
Shake him a little bit more. Doesn't seem to wake up.
I'm gonna look up at Sloth. Sigh.
It's the eyes along the brow ridge all open up and look at you.
Do an awkward smile at it, and hold my hands up.
There is a low guttural snarl that kind of rumbles in its throat.
I start singing a lullaby.
Okay. Give me a give me a performance check.
Good luck.
Nice.
I was proficient, but it's only a
Advantage.
+5. Oh, it's a 16.
I have to double check his stat log.
Lullaby, say goodnight. Go to sleep, you stupid fuck.
There's Stain.
Sleepy EP.
And Stein.
God, you're lucky.
You get it spot on.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see the eyes, the head lowers and the eyes close back.
Is he attached? Is he attached to Sloth? Or underneath him, like being pinned down?
No. Like Sloth is essentially like curled up almost like a sleeping dog, and then like a very large sleeping dog, and then Tankard is just kind of nestled into its side.
Let me get insight on Tankard or on Sloth.
Sure.
Does Sloth seem protective or like possessive?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
These rolls are garbage.
Yeah, it's a little hard to read.
Too many eyes.
Yeah, like part of it is that they're mostly just sleeping, and part of it is also just that this place is dreamlike. It's very hard to separate what is like ambient thought versus like actual intention and like purpose.
Okay. I think I'm going to try and wake him up by knocking him out.
Okay.
Though I'm not really sure. Because we did knock Jupe out. Or did we? Can't remember if he was launched back in. Anyway. Stain thinks like, okay, if I knock him out in the dream, he'll wake up.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Okay. He's just going to line up kind of his fingertips with Tankard's forehead, the same place where he was kind of bashed. And he's going to take a very deep breath. Just inhale. And you see from his fingertips upward, the scales start to turn red. And he uses... I think this is an action you have to use. Let me just read real quick. Yeah, the Witch of Destruction's gift.
Oh, okay.
Go.
So you see his scales turn red from his fingertips up to his arm and radiate this kind of darkness. Red and black. And this is an auto crit. If it hits an unconscious person. So he's going to try it. $123 damage.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well, you rolled a crit anyways, so yeah.
Yeah, you did also
Oh, no.
naturally crit that.
Did I?
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
nat 20
oh,
the
I did,
first one.
yeah. Sweet.
Good lord.
As you go to strike Tankard with this, pulling and reaching out to your connection with Talon, and importantly, as a result, kind of reaching out to the hat where she's drawing this power from, raise up your hand, feels immense power coursing through you, and you feel this thought that creeps into your mind. It almost feels like your own thought, but it's so but at the same time, it feels alien and not your own. And you just feel this feeling of finish the job. And you strike Tankard right in the face. All of you are immediately ejected from the dream.
We
Hmm.
You think you just killed him? You think you just broke his psyche?
What did we just witness?
taking a chance, making a mistake, and getting messy, probably.
Okay, I'm going to ask before we get super serious about it because I've had this bit planned and I don't want to interrupt a serious bit with
Okay,
an actual bit.
go on.
Before everybody's ejected from the dream into whatever happens, can we just cut back to the outside where like Sheesh and Jupe are
Go on.
trip tending, and I imagine Sheesh just kind of like filing his nails, and he's like, I worry that I worry too much about him. It's before I worry that he was safe or that he was even alive, but now I worry, he's out there by himself with a big handsome horse. What if he's found another fish or another horse? I mean, there's so many more. What if he's found a bigger fish?
You're worried about Cool Spot.
No, I'm worried about Gru.
You're worried about Gru finding a big horse.
I'm worried about Gru and Cool Spot replacing me.
I understand.
What if they found a bigger fish? I mean, why would you even come back to me if you're Gru and you have Cool Spot? I mean, if you have so many more options than me.
There's something that I am learning too, but my aunt told me. How did she put it? There are lots of fish in the sea. Some will be bigger, some will be faster, but none will be as close as the one right next to you. Sometimes history is more important than alchemy.
No, that's very sweet.
Thanks. I was going to take this in a very depressing direction, and so I'm glad that you didn't. I do that a lot. Is that a problem? That's kind of a problem, right?
A bit.
Well, okay.
You are a bit of a downer.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm learning that. I think a little of it is justified, right? But like, just because I have a justification doesn't mean that I don't also have the responsibility to turn things around. Anyway, I think that Gru is firmly yours. I don't think that anything will change that from what I've seen. And if he is the sort of person who would be swayed by somebody, like winning, like beating you competitively, then he probably wasn't very invested to begin with, and I don't think that that's true. You're too good for somebody who will take anyone who beats you in a cockfight.
Yes, and anybody who's foolish enough to take me on in a cockfight is just dead meat anyway.
True.
Cockfight.
What do you think they're doing in there?
Nah, they're probably fine. Would you like some more tea?
Oh, please.
And do you think this color clashes with my fins? I say, showing off my nails that I'm painting.
What color are they?
Gold.
With your fins? No, they look great. Brings out your eyes.
Ah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
With that, the rest of the team wakes up.
He wakes up like screaming.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay, what's going on? What's going on?
Chill.
We're back. That was quick.
What'd you find?
The tank was in there with a big representation of Sloth, but Sloth shouldn't be in there. and then staying here gave Tank a little love tap, and then we're out here.
A representation of Sloth. Like a memory, like he was dreaming about Sloth.
I think so. It was a big, weird dragon-looking thing, but it felt like it was stretched out weird in places. I don't know.
Well, I mean, based on how dreams were last time, I imagine that is just what Tank's interpretation of Sloth was.
Probably, yeah.
He was in there. He was in there. Finish the job. Wake him. Finish the job. Did this.
Whoa.
His fault.
I look over. Does he look like he's still out cold? Is he waking up at all?
He still seems to be unconscious, and you notice a trickle of blood from his nose.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit.
I'll stabilize.
Okay.
If I need to.
Yes, you do.
Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work.
I mean, we can try to send you back in if you think that would help. Whatever you're doing, though, it seems like it hurt him out here.
Didn't
Yes,
wake up.
hurt him quite a bit. See, nearly
Maybe,
fucking killed him.
yeah, maybe before we do any more of that, I consult the stars and try to figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Do I-
He's kind of clutching his arm that he used to like punch. And trembling. What's Jupe's insight? I guess.
tremendous.
I said perception earlier, and I forgot it wasn't Pathfinder.
Passive 26.
Oh God, yeah, no, he's it is not pain. He feels scared of what he did, guilty, justified. Like I got you back, but also like that wasn't right, and it's he's
Right. Okay. Come here. We're gonna wait and see what magically is going on before we just try unleashing our emotions and making things possibly worse.
okay. It's just he was there. I got so angry.
What did you do in there? Allie called it a love tap. I take it that was not quite what happened.
No.
I hit him where he hit me. Made it count.
Okay.
Was that me? Was that my anger?
Unless you think something is controlling you.
Felt like mine, but not.
I've been meaning to do another identify you on you anyway. I can make sure there's nothing there if you want.
Okay.
Everything's fine for now, so it'll be okay.
He's okay.
She's got him. I think he seems fine.
I mean, he's still unconscious, but
Thanks, Chef.
happy to help.
Gonna Lotus sit and put his face in his hands and think.
I don't have the spell today. I'll need to prepare it tomorrow. But if you give me tonight to prepare the spell and 25 gold pieces.
It's late anyway, right?
Yeah.
I got 25 gold pieces. Just kind of hands them over. In like 5 little stacks of 5.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'll prepare it tonight. You, um, I think you're trying to help, and you're doing the best that you can, right?
I don't know.
I think so. We went in there to try to wake him up, not kill him. If you wanted to kill him, you could just do that.
I mean, that's what I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to wake him up, and then I saw him, and then I thought, you know, what he did to me. What he did to those people. What he did. He shouldn't have done it. We all lost Chalice. We were all hurt.
Yeah. Well, you're working to make it right now. Maybe once we wake him up, you can do the same.
Mm.
Don't go far, all right? Everything's going to be okay. Or
Stay right here.
At the very least, we'll do our best.
Okay. Thanks for going in there with me. Yeah, looks at Kohaku and Alistair.
Yeah, sure. I didn't help much, but
Oh, it helped.
good. Hopefully, we can find a way to wake him up.
I'm gonna try tickling him later.
I hope that works, and that the
Can you
simplest
stay
answer was
awake?
the real
Can you
one.
take? Would you stay asleep when someone tickled you?
I mean, it depends on how light of a sleeper you are. I feel like I wouldn't feel it and probably just lay there. Or maybe I'd squirm in my sleep.
You don't wake up?
Uh,
Or you haven't tried?
I don't think I've tried. I'm not like the lightest sleeper, but I don't think I'm the deepest sleeper. I don't know. Do you know?
He's a pretty deep sleeper.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna take like a cloth and start cleaning Tancred's face. Blood coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
I do that
Clean
mom
up.
thing of licking it. Lick and dab. He's still breathing, right?
Yeah, he's breathing.
Okay.
You guys go and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys want to spend a week here getting a long rest in, or did you guys want to just short rest and head to Camelot? Maybe a long rest there.
I could use a long rest, but I'm not going to die without it. I do need to do a divination tomorrow, so at the very least, if we're doing a long rest, we would have to, like, start tomorrow night.
Sure. We can do it in Camelot if you want. I know I camp. That's where I put the door.
Sure. Are you okay waiting that long for me to
What,
do
a
the
day?
divination? Oh,
Yeah,
right, the door.
I mean-
Yeah, just kidding. That's fine. Yeah. Being closer to home might actually help with some of this anyway.
Also, important other potential note. It has been a month. You could use the hot spring again.
Oh, that's important.
to
We
grab
should
a
probably do
long
that.
rest
Is that
at some
instant
point.
short rest or instant long rest?
Instant long rest.
Long rest.
Not instant, but like
It's one
get
day.
a long rest
One night.
for,
Yeah.
Right.
for a night.
Yeah, we could stop by there.
We
Bring some booze.
I mean, we could. I feel like we saved that for a more dire situation, right? Like
Okay,
we don't
yeah.
have time pressure right now. Let's do a long rest the old-fashioned way, and then in 2 weeks, when we're dealing with Nara's shit, we'll pop over there and get a long rest.
If it's all just
It's-
diplomatic.
It might be, but the point now is that it doesn't cost us anything to just rest for a few days.
Sounds good to me. I mean,
All right. I don't know. It's just, your thing.
Yeah. Don't worry. Nobody is more aware of the time pressure than me.
All right. You see, he suppresses the need to say your funeral.
He practically sees it on your face anyway, and he's like, "No, it's all right. I know.
Sorry, I'm still an asshole. It's just I can repress it now.
People are reciprocal. We're allowed to not be assholes at you now. We'll see how things change."
It's gonna be so weird. Okay, get some rest.
So yeah, you guys find some rooms, camp out for the night, and you get a short rest.
Feels so good. What dice is that? 1D 690?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Other boy. I didn't know you rolled a drop dead die. And you're right, Kawaku. He's a wall. He does not talk about anything. Never met a more stoic creature.
and who?
Nara.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's just kind of standing in that branch looking out in the sunset with his arms crossed. Posing, I think.
Yeah, he's been doing the wistful heroic pose for like a day straight now.
It's like hot, but also like, fuck off. We get it. You look great in the sunlight.
Yeah.
Anyone could look cool standing on the branch, Nara.
What?
Yeah, that's about right. Nothing.
We want what we cannot have.
You want a hug?
From who?
Just anyone.
Usually.
Gonna put an arm over like Kaku's back.
Oh. I'll quit. I'll do the hover move. You know what I mean?
Fine,
Very
we'll
awkward.
shower. We'll bathe soon. It's fine.
It's not you. I'm just worried about salmonella.
Salmonella. Got no salmonella. I look
Well,
like a raw fish to you.
What the heck? I don't know. Like you have every other STD. What the heck?
I don't have STDs.
I don't think salmonella. STD.
How confidently
Yeah.
can you say so? Mm.
100%. I'm immune to all disease. It's a part of our training. Become as the stone, resilient and strong. Be like the gargoyle, facing outward.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Our best.
All right. Wake up in the morning. And I will go ahead and do, like, even before I leave the room for the first time. Still kind of early in the morning where there's, like, a little bit of that bluish, dawny color. A little bit of star and moon still in the sky. I will do the divination ritual. Arrange the golden coins. Spin them so that they become shimmering points of light. Draw little constellation lines between them. And then send it all to the heavens. And a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within 7 days. The question is, how can we safely wake Tankard up?
What if the gods tell you you can't?
That's still an answer. The god I've been talking to lately has been pretty chill. And if he tells me that it's not possible, then that's the answer.
I'm still here, by the way, because I'm a
Oh.
bad friend and I didn't finish those items.
It's okay. You're surrounded by bad friends who didn't give you item ideas in the first place.
True.
That's true.
I feel a little called out by that. I'm not gonna.
I feel like Biscuit's the most justified in that, though. But he still should have communicated that earlier.
What about not a combat thing? How about a steed or something?
I'm working on it.
No.
Anyways,
Huh?
let's talk to these gods.
Yeah. If it's not possible to do it safely or just not possible to wake him up. If he says no.
I don't think we've actually heard a no yet. I think this is Drake playing around.
No, you have not gotten an answer yet.
Right.
This was me playing around because I needed to think.
I gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
DM to DM, I recognize when you're just vamping for yourself.
We can vamp for you. So how come it's 25 gold to get an answer from God?
I think the response that you get is essentially along the lines of, it is not safe for you to wake him up by any of your current means.
Do I get any inkling of like what is missing? Why it would be dangerous with our current means?
I don't think you get a why, but I think what you understand from it is that the tools that you would need to kind of return his consciousness are not currently available to you. Like you're not in possession of any of the necessary bits that you would need.
Okay. Am I able to infer correctly from this that there do exist ways to do it? We just don't have them.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, over breakfast, I will find Stain and be like, okay, I did the ritual. The good news is that he is in there, and it is possible to wake him up. The bad news is that we don't have what we need to do it, and the gods were not clear on what those things are.
Oh.
My guess is that we will need to, and this is conjecture, this is not divination, it is strictly conjecture, but what got him into this mess is having an important piece of him ripped out inappropriately and without precaution. My guess is that we will need to find Sloth and retrieve whatever portion of him got yanked out with him.
And
Right.
right in front of my salad.
Are you having salad for breakfast?
Salad.
Are you watching your figure?
No, I've been eating a lot of poison lately. Just figure I'd balance it out.
Salad counteracts poison.
Fuck if I'm not a nutritionist.
So can you just eat junk all the time and not get
Yeah,
worse for
I
it?
can eat junk and not look bad at all.
Where'd you say you trained that?
Dream Cathedral, where dreams come true.
Okay, noted.
Wait a second.
You train
Ah,
to
man.
achieve stasis, complete and utter non-changingness.
This probably needs to be explored a little bit for survivability purposes. Can you eat this stick?
Is it nutritious?
It's a stick.
Got fiber.
I can eat fiber, yeah, I guess. Like it's got
Do it.
fibers.
Do it.
I don't wanna. It's a stick.
Oh, you'd rather eat poison than a stick.
I can eat it. It's just it's not a good texture.
I dare you to eat it.
Fucking eat it. Fuck, I can do. I'll eat.
I
the
don't
fucking,
think you can. No, you
I
can't.
eat the fucking stick.
You can't eat a stick.
I'm physically eating it right now.
Give me a Constitution save.
Yeah. He bites into mulch. Let's see, concept.
It's taking a handful of mulch and shoving it in your mouth.
It's just
It splinters.
just tastes so bad. There's just splinters in your mouth. It's
How?
Go.
How?
Go.
sappy and earthy and just it's vile.
It's
You-
not poisonous if that's what you mean, but it really hurts.
You chew it up, but I think that like even your body, even though you know that you could swallow it, you just can't quite convince yourself to.
Yeah.
do
Have you
it.
ever chewed something so much your body does not want to swallow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I've had that where my parent had me just stay at the table and eat something, and I just chewed it forever. And I was just like, I can't swallow it. I just can't. I think he just tilts his head back and tries to massage his nose. He's like, I've swallowed worse things. Come on, a stick is fine.
Yeah, he's
Well,
swallowed worse things.
Wow. You did it. Anybody got any
Yeah.
caltrops?
I'm not gonna eat a caltrop. That's solid. It's like really hard.
Fish bones.
I eat fish bones. I eat fish bones.
Dirt.
I can eat dirt. Again, these are terrible textures.
I say
think
dirt
I'm-
is just stick, but
Stick
not.
poop. Yes, I guess I can eat. I'm not gonna. I'd rather have the salad. Okay, like I don't know. It's got this neat, like, kind of cummy looking sauce on it.
That vinaigrette does have an oddly like quality to it. What did you do? Sheesh, what
What?
did you make? What did
It's like Caesar special sauce, I think. That's what they called it.
okay.
Sheesh,
Parmesan dressing.
Pardon me, who?
Parmesan dressing. That's a little cummy.
It is a little, I guess. Oh yeah, she did have cheese. I guess he could have made some parmy dressing. Adds a little bit of salt to it. It's pretty nice. Do you not just eat the block of cheese?
Generally, no, but
Like the parm? It sounds delightful.
this is coming from the guy who just ate a stick, so
I did
suppose-
enjoy the steak. Like I can eat it. Doesn't mean I like it. Am I gonna grow plants in me? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yep,
Probably.
it happens.
Is
if you eat
growing a
seed.
plant inside you a disease or a poison?
It's neither. It's nature.
It's nature?
Yep.
I'm gonna die from natural causes.
Yep.
Growing a tree inside you is a natural cause, I guess.
At least it wasn't a watermelon, because then you go around first.
That's just feeding yourself twice.
I guess that's true if you digest it before it kills you.
It's a race. I'm not gonna be beaten by a fucking watermelon.
No plant's gonna beat me.
So, anyways, a bunch of plants attack you guys.
Ah! Ah!
So yeah, what are you guys doing? Heading back to the gate to go to camp? Or do you have anything
A
else?
question.
To do?
Are we turning in Red Queen's hat?
That is important.
I think they can contain it better than we can, and we could use.
We get
them.
monies.
Yeah.
Get less, but still, monies is monies.
Everybody else okay with getting rid of the hat?
Hmm.
I'm fine
They
with it,
seem
but
trustworthy.
yeah. I feel like these people have way more experience than we do. Like, it's either that or we hold
There's a
on to it
hattie.
and it does nothing to us.
Right.
The only reason I'd be against it is if I had reason to mistrust them, and I don't know if I do yet.
They took Nanika.
Yeah, they did take Nautica.
That's kidnapping. Like actual kidnapping, though. Like they took her from the streets in front of us.
Yeah. Wonder if we can No, they wouldn't trade us.
Nanika for a hat? No.
No, because she can just
Multiple hats.
buy
Nanika's like
multiple hats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to, ask them about that? Do we want to try to find out if there's
what's the
some other
deal?
side to this story? Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, why not? I'm sure they can justify kidnapping. We do all the time.
Do we?
Do we?
With Teru.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
I hate to say it, but I think our best bet here would be to have Allie talk to Chess about it. But I don't want to volunteer you for something terrible. Right. Like, we can just talk to Tank instead.
Tank's real nice.
yeah. I'd rather talk to Tank if we're going to talk to anybody. I already tried to give him back his looking glass, and he told me no, and it was awkward.
I mean, I guess that means he cares about you or something.
Ugh.
Or Dorian if he's around.
What did happen to Dorian? Wasn't he trapped?
No.
The last time we saw Dorian, am I thinking of the right guy? No, I'm thinking of Victor
No,
Stein.
you're thinking of Victor Stein.
Yeah, Dorian Peters. We just haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
We can talk to Dorian.
Sure. Yeah, you can go kind of look around for a little bit and find Dorian up in one of the offices.
Where is he?
Huh?
Where's Twinker Pan?
Um, Dorian is up in one of the offices. Yes, go knock on the door and yes, come in.
Wait. Enter. What's up?
Oh, welcome back. How
We
can I help
Got a
you?
hat.
You did. Wonderful.
Questions?
I
Why
imagine
am
we're
I
all.
talking?
I imagine we're all like looking at each other, trying to see who wants to do this.
All right, yeah, kind of over. I got like okay. Fair warning. Ever deal with a hat that makes you crazy just by touching it?
Yes, most of them.
Okay, like this hat, when you pick it up, even by a thingy, by a knife, it makes you real angry.
Right. I assume you have it contained.
It looks over. The bag of holding, it's Shisha's bag of holding, right?
All right. Well, leave it in there for now, and I'll
Yeah.
call Tink. Reaches into his desk and pulls out a little sending stone and mutters something into it.
Other character, are we not supposed to tell him it's the Red Queens? We can tell him it's the Red Queens, right?
I mean, they're gonna know the
They're
instant
gonna
they
know,
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So heads up, it's the Red Queen's hat.
Wonderful. That has been on the list for quite some time. I'm very impressed.
It's alright, she went down like a chump.
I see. Well,
Really
done.
helps when you beat her up when she's asleep.
Yeah, the sucker punch while she was sleeping probably helped.
I can see that being very effective then. I'm impressed that you were able to sneak in while she was asleep. So
It
it's
was a-
usually quite well guarded.
Genius plan.
We waited until she wasn't in the castle. It seemed like the best time.
Yeah,
Not as many reinforcements to call that way.
we were a piss ghost.
We were a piss ghost. Don't ask what that means.
There were micro
No, I
lobsters.
understand completely. We had, posited the idea of the Piss Ghost plan, but we thought it wouldn't be viable. Personally,
Made it work?
Utterly ridiculous. The only plan that we had that was even worse was the micro lobsters, but that was absurd.
Ah,
Well, wouldn't
we
you
made
know
that work too.
It sounds like utter nonsense. Wow.
See, if you use them both together in conjunction, it works like a charm.
I'll keep that in mind in the future. And is the Red Queen dispatched?
she is alive, but removing her hat has effectively defanged her?
I see. We'll send some people to finish the job then.
God.
Out of curiosity, why is that?
To prevent any more witches from being created.
Do you think she would be
She makes
offered
the
another
hat?
one?
No, not exactly. See, anyone who's come into contact with a hat when they Their children will be natural born witches.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
right.
Oh,
She doesn't take lovers.
that's Snow.
Snow said she also doesn't take lovers.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
For curiosity's sake, how long does someone have to be in contact with the hat for that whole children thing to happen?
Just a single attunement.
Okay.
That hasn't happened yet. Why so giggly?
Nothing, no reason. That was not in
Okay.
character. That was me out of character.
Yeah. Why so giggly out of character? I can't remember someone attuned to the hat.
It depends on how instant the attunement is.
So,
They don't attune instantly. Do they?
out of character, we know Nanika's here. Do they know that we know that Nanika's here? It's been a long time.
Oh.
You're not sure.
Okay.
Like, Cheslaw saw you guys see him take Nanika away, so,
Right.
but at the same time, whether or not he told them that you would know that, or even think that you would know where he had gone, is
All right.
it's all speculative. There's no evidence of it.
I think Jupiter's ready to make some foolish decisions. He says, okay, so in a lot of stories, a lot of problems arise because people won't simply ask each other hard questions. I like the prospect of continuing to work with you and your people. You are well funded, well researched. You know how to do a lot of things that I would like to know how to do. But I need to make sure that I'm working with people I can trust. We met someone on our travels a long time ago who ended up being a diviner, like I'm studying to be. And they were, from our perspective, it seemed like she was kidnapped by one of your men, Cheslaw. And I trust that you have a very good reason for this, but I would like to know what that reason is.
Yeah, it's typically in the market for kidnapping. Who was this individual that
Says Peter
Cheslaw took?
Pink girl, stars in her eyes, Nautica.
The divination witch. Yes, we had her apprehended.
What for? To what end?
Well, she is a witch, and as a result, she is dangerous to be left alone and in the public where she could cause harm to others.
That's it. No other
Yes.
special reason? Okay.
You've seen the destructive powers that witches possess. She had not yet caused harm, but it's inevitable that she will. So, for the time being, she is being detained.
Is this the first time you've done an operation like this, or is this commonplace?
It's the first time we've attempted this. In truth, she has remarkable divinatory powers that can help save a lot of lives, for at least as long as she is in control of herself.
Let's see.
And it is inevitable for her to cause harm because the hats have a malicious influence, is your understanding, right?
Correct.
Okay. And at any time you could take the hat from her and end this influence.
Theoretically.
But you're letting her continue to use it because it is useful to you.
Correct.
So you are using a hat by proxy, allowing someone else to suffer the ill effects of it while benefiting from its power.
Well, she is a
Child?
unique case. She hasn't shown any of the typical hostility associated with most hats.
Fascinating. So you got to her in time and could prevent any of that from happening if you took the hat off right now.
It's not so simple. If she continues to perform her divinations, then we can stop and prevent a lot of destruction, save a lot more lives.
To you, she's already a lost cause anyway, so you're just benefiting before she's no longer useful. It's a harsh way to put it, but it's
Not
just one-
inaccurate. I understand it's messy business if you don't want to get tangled up in it, but I'm sure you've all seen the trouble that these things can cause.
No, I must admit, I'm coming off as confrontational because the optics aren't good, but in truth, I think a lot of your reasoning does make sense. Alright. What is the best case scenario here? You use her for a few years, the hat consumes and destroys her, you take the hat off and kill her?
If it comes to that, yes.
This cannot be the way.
Surely it can't. Right. There must be a better way to mitigate all of this. She is not already dead. She is not a lost cause. The only thing that she has lost, even assuming that everything that you believe is true, is the ability to safely have children. Her life is not forfeit. Unless you continue to use her like this. The question is it worth killing a child to save others? Because that is what your current plan is.
Yes. This is an opportunity that we can't afford to not take advantage of. The hats appear sporadically, and by the time we've been informed of them, they've already caused massive amounts of damage to countless people.
How long has the hat problem been going on? Over 1,000 years or so, I read.
Around 600, yes.
So it seems like your approach hasn't really been working. Maybe a faith-based approach would be best.
Well, this is our new approach, and it has been helpful. If brief, it's only been a few months.
Could the hat's powers be imparted to any others to have the same effect?
Unlikely, unfortunately. Nanika is a gifted diviner naturally, but her powers, at least to our understanding, are unpredictable, chaotic. She doesn't have much control over it. The hat has provided control, essentially.
Am I correct in understanding, then, that other powerful diviners could do the same thing without the hat?
Some can, but they're not quite as how do I say it? She has a unique connection. She is a rare entity. Many diviners with special sight like hers, they have some kind of a focus, a fixation that they are able to, that their visions and divinatory abilities naturally gravitate towards. Nanika's specifically gravitate towards hats
Hats
for
and witches.
whatever reason.
Right. Okay.
But specifically and importantly, it is when they cross the threshold into the material realm. She's able to predict their appearance and their approach, and that even though many of her divinations are not the most clear sometimes, they are still at least enough. A loud siren goes off and Tinkerbella enters the room.
Is that TikTok?
Good.
Is that? Oh no.
Anyways, as I was saying, her abilities are very well suited for our means. And while other diviners could theoretically and have in the past made efforts to help us make predictions, none are quite as consistent or as frequent as hers are.
These out of
Some are a bit more clear, of course, but the frequency with which she is able to predict, and also importantly, the distance into the future that she's able to predict, is what's especially valuable.
Right. They're doing a minority report. I get it now. I understand. With all of the same problems. Okay.
The
What
reporting
are-
minorities. What?
Have you asked her thoughts on this matter? Does she understand why she's here?
Yes, she's been informed.
Has she been cooperative, or does she feel coerced?
She's been fairly cooperative, yes.
Can we speak to her?
Afraid not.
I see.
Why?
She is currently being held in a special location, and that cannot be disclosed.
She's not suffering, is she?
No, of course not.
Eh.
I've been doing this the whole time, but now can I make my insight check on all this?
Absolutely.
Love to. I'm gonna just use my pre-built 15 for a 31.
Okay.
He's lying through his teeth.
Peter Pan wouldn't kidnap children. That's silly.
No, of
He's a-
course not.
He's a twink, and twinks are evil. That's what I learned from videos.
So all of this party.
Yep.
Boy.
Insight is not lie detection. It's not mind reading, but
Just said lots of guilt. He radiates guilt.
I think the sense that you get is that he's not necessarily lying. You don't think that, like, oh yeah, they're definitely torturing her.
sure.
But the thing that stands out to you is that she's locked up in a facility, so obviously,
Right.
like, suffering is maybe she's not being tortured, but she's certainly not in, like,
She didn't sign up for this. She's not
Comfortable.
volunteering.
It's
yet.
not comfortable. Yeah.
Is it true that the impression I'm getting is that he believes everything he's doing is necessary and good and just?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. It's not like he is
Hmm.
just lying straight to our face and torturing this girl.
I think that you. I think the sense that you get is that he understands that this is not morally okay in the eyes of most people, and so he is doing his best to spin it as like a necessity. But it's fairly clear to you that he is aware that this isn't okay and not something that most people would be comfortable with.
Do a
And
lot of justification.
does not care personally.
Yeah.
Okay. Jupiter looks thoughtful. He looks conflicted. It's very obvious that this is certainly not an easy decision. There's a lot of stuff going on here. But I think eventually he does kind of nod and says, okay, all right, I get it. That clears up a lot of things. I appreciate your honesty. I'm sure you understand how this looks from the outside. But
Of course.
if it can be noble for a knight to give his life to save the townspeople, surely there must be some line at which it is right and noble and good to be making this sacrifice. Thank you for your time. I'm sure we'll be back.
Of course. Would you like your reward now?
Yes, that would be
Yes.
great, actually.
Tink does come in.
Hey, Tank.
Hey.
In the flesh?
Yes.
Give her a little poke.
Um. Say. Right. I'm here to collect the hat.
It's in here. Is she here? Is Philo here?
Maybe did
He did.
We're in the kitchen.
be.
Oh, it's in the kitchen. What a good
Was
wife.
pretty sleepy, so
You think he started looking for eggs?
probably. Anyways, I'm just gonna reach in here against
Okay.
without his consent. We'll take the hat, and as it kind of like floats up out of the bag, there's a twist of magic, and it seems to like get sucked into a separate pocket dimension.
Got it.
Says, all right, I'll go and dispose of this. Thank you all. Right, and the reward. She takes out a gemstone and hands it to all of you.
Oh.
Wait, just a gemstone?
A gemstone.
Yeah, we gotta cash it in.
You should be able to cash this in at any of the banks in either Camelot or Tyriku, or some locations on the Ironside Islands. Yeah, that should be 7,000 gold pieces.
Nice. Incredible.
Nice.
Thank you once again.
Is that a lot?
Clock. Yeah, that's a pretty considerable amount for most people. That would
Yeah.
that would secure a family's estate for the rest of their lives.
Really, I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah.
I know you wouldn't.
We're aware of your situation.
I'm glad we have the coin purse of holding. I think we bought a bunch of these. It's the only reason we got we carry like this much.
As we
How much is between you?
1166. and some silver and copper. As
Oh,
soon as we
close.
are out of that room, Jupiter's like, yeah, and the lion is volunteering. A knight is not dragged onto the battlefield, held against his will there. There are monasteries full of people who gladly give up the opportunity to raise children, to have a family of their own, in service of some greater cause. They go there of their own volition. If we could find some way to make this hat work on other people, if we found a way to reproduce what Nanika is doing with willing servants rather than kidnapped children, I think what they're doing is great. They really are saving lives. I don't doubt that at all. But as soon as you harm and torture one innocent person to do that, it's much harder to say whether that's really worth it.
Right. It's that utopia powered by the suffering of one child situation.
Right.
The heavens would never arrange destiny such that this would be the moral decision to make. We're being tricked by demons, or they are at least. Stay the path, and a path will open.
In truth, the easiest solution, they're using a hat to find and destroy other hats. The problem here is hats in the first place. Hats have not always been around. Hats are a thing that we made, and we can unmake them. I think the answer is probably to find out how to do that. Instead of weeding every season as new weeds grow, we need to find the root and kill it all. There need be no more hats. It still won't morally justify what they've done here for the years that they've done it, but at least it'll prevent them from doing it more.
Right.
Ali, take 35 gold.
What's this for?
I owe you money.
Oh, I didn't even remember.
The potion said it was 35 gold.
All right, cool. Thanks. I forgot those were that expensive. It's an expensive kink to have. Jeez.
Your kink is being really attracted to someone.
Oh, you
So,
should see when he
imagine
gets in
what-
this state.
Yeah, I know he makes the caterwauling and Ahegao faces.
No. Maybe a little, but no. Okay, well, now I'm embarrassed, so let's not talk about it anymore.
Cute. Counting. Okay.
Well, so we're just going to leave this as is for now. We can't really do much until we figure out a replacement for Nanika.
Yeah, I don't have any good answers. Boy, everyone here is just trying to use her. I feel bad for her.
My gut says that she needs to go back to Rin.
Yeah, I worry about what's going to happen if we do find a replacement. If they're going to send someone to finish off the Red Queen, which we
Right.
probably should help Snow about.
I ain't saying that like Rin's a good person or nothing, but just that Nanika likes being with Rin.
Right.
That's what Nanika would like.
Correct. If we were to ask Nanika what she
Right.
wants, it's almost certain that she would say she wants to be back with Ren.
Be with Rin and Kaku's brother.
Yeah, we do need to touch on that. The fact that they're willing to go kill the Red Queen on the off chance that she has children instead of, educating her as to why she should not do that, pretty huge.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, just spay and neuter your queens.
Right. But actually, correct, yes.
Or,
Right.
a chastity belt. Protect her, I don't know, royal maidenhood.
I would like to think that most people, if they knew the risks of having a child, would not do it. But she doesn't know. These people are operating in secrecy. There are no answers to societal change in secrecy. It is in education, and they're doing none of that.
That sucks. Really sucks.
Sure does.
Especially when the Red Queen... Snow said she didn't take lovers. I'm inclined to believe that. Unless, she takes them behind Snow's back. He strikes me as a pegger.
Well, thankfully you can't get pregnant from pegging.
Yeah. See?
That is good to know.
Jesus Christ. This man has never been taught how this works.
Yeah.
He knows he has to make heirs.
I haven't quite gotten to that part yet.
Oh. Well, you stick your sword in her cha-cha. And you stick it all around, like wiggle it. Until the splooty sploot comes out and fertilizes her mochi.
I am aware of that, obviously.
Okay.
Insight.
The more Stain talks, the more I'm convinced they're both in there, because that was just a mixture of their vocabulary that came out of that mouth, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Right, yeah. I think we are actually seeing the whole picture.
Want me to say what? Stick it in, fill it with your fuckwad?
There we go. Now that is a little
Or
bit closer.
that's just
Yep.
Stain, yeah.
Dump out little, like, I don't know, pussy brat?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what?
don't
Go
ever-
back. Roll back.
Yep,
2 steps.
it's
Her cha-cha. Be gentle with the ladies, you who. She has a safe word and go nuts. Until she says the safe word. What are your safe words?
you'll find out if it ever becomes relevant.
I've never heard it get used, so I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. If you just hear me yelling a word or him yelling a word, it's probably that.
I feel like yours is just red roses or something like that. Or Chesla.
Ugh.
That's your safe word. You don't like it. So-
Well, you should be able to rebound back from the safe word whenever things are better. I don't want it to end it forever.
Mm.
You know.
Well, it's not like you banged him.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Insight.
No.
Mm.
They didn't, but it's not because Alistair didn't want to.
Oh, they have feelings. It's complicated. What's this? What's this this fucked up fan fiction look like?
It's fucked up fan fiction.
Jupe and Alistair are canon. The crack ship is me and Allie, and Chesla and Allie. But really, the Dark Horse one is me and Ches. Yeah. That's fucked up.
You know, that Dark Horse one could actually happen in real life. There's nothing stopping you.
You know, I'm gonna go ask him right now.
Do it. Good luck.
Maybe don't mention me directly if you.
Why would I mention you directly when trying
Right.
to bag
Yeah,
someone?
yeah, exactly. Okay. Just making sure we're on the right page. You got this. I forget you have experience. You're fine.
I just don't know if he's got whiskey dick. He's usually really drunk right now.
You know, if Stein is
It
really in
seems-
there, he's about to lose his V card real hard.
Yep.
If he was in me the entire time, he's lost it forever ago.
Right, but this will be the first time he's like lucid. Potentially. I'm still not sure how that's working.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come out. Maybe he'll be like, "Stop! In the name of the sanctity of my body."
Possibly.
And our unbroken oaths. Broke my oath a long time ago, buddy.
All right, what you guys doing?
Where are we going? Do you
Camelot.
want to rest?
I think
Right.
we're gonna go to Camelot and rest there. Get a long rest in before we start.
Okay. Maybe if I take Tank to the church, the cathedral, we'll find a way to wake him up safely there.
Not about it, yeah.
They've got all the scripture and the kind of artifacts there. Not artifacts and magic, but like implements that you use in the rituals and stuff.
I will take a look around. Could I buy gemstones here? Or do they have any supplies like that?
They have a handful. It depends on what you are looking for.
Double checking. I think I just need a bunch of onyx
Like for spellcasting.
for the new toy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just a bunch of onyx basically.
They would probably have some onyx for sale that you could convert.
Wonderful. Perfect. I'll do that before we go, but then I am good.
Sounds good.
I think
The
I'm
rest of you
good.
guys do anything?
No, I think I'm good. Ellie might try to slip back to Dinah's during the long rest in Camelot, but for now I'm good.
Yeah, before we leave, I guess I hit up Ches.
Oh God.
See if he's DTF.
Down to frown.
Oh God. Okay. You can find Cheslaw. He's around. Actually, I should probably roll for this
Well, to see if he's around.
just in case. Yeah.
Find him unconscious in the ditch.
Yeah, you find him. He's around.
Yo,
Okay.
poison boy.
He's still sore about that.
Nah, I got better.
Good.
Never bothered me none.
Builds character.
What's up?
Not much. What are you doing back?
Turn in a hat.
Cool.
I'm loaded.
Congratulations.
What say we get out of here and I get you a few drinks? I can't get drunk, so this is kind of fucked up. But, you know, you want to get drunk and maybe fuck around a little.
I'm already drunk.
Oh, okay. You want to wait a little and fuck up and like fuck around or what?
Give me a persuasion check.
My man is out here actually doing a scout.
May I add my 5 to sex from to it.
My 5 to 6.
I'm not very persuasive. My 5 to sex, it's a 21.
You don't get a +5 to sex.
Okay.
Thank you, Drake.
In this case, I guess. That's right, my lore is to sex.
That's, you know what? I appreciate the offer, but I'm good.
I can fool the guy for trying. What's your type?
Don't think I've really got a type anymore.
Not anymore?
Just
Well, it used
not
to be.
you.
I'm not a lot of people's types.
I wouldn't say that.
I look at this screen. Yeah, I know a bunch of perverts out there. They want a load of this. That's why, you know what? I don't stick around when someone says no. I just want to see that you're doing okay. You've been drinking a lot.
Yep.
Yep. What's been? I'm terrible at this. But
He's just staring at you this whole time.
Jeez, you got pretty eyes.
Haven't heard that in a while. Thanks. Are you
You're
trying to keep me distracted or something? Somebody gonna come behind me and shoot me? Like, what's the deal here?
no. Get him now. Wait to see if he turns around.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna just take his drink and run. Jump out
Okay.
the window.
Oh boy.
It's for poisoning me.
Give me either athletics or a sleight of hand.
Okay. Actually, not the best of these.
Not bad.
Yeah, you just snatch his drink and run, and you're a monk, so he can't catch up to you even as a rogue.
What's he drinking? Is it good?
Probably like a bourbon.
We'll probably catch up with the group. Got his drink and take a few sips. Like, I mean, it's an okay taste. He said no. But we should go
How
before
does
he finds
Alistair
me.
feel about that?
Did you seal that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we should go.
We should go. That's He just tell you flat out no, or
I'm not his type.
oh,
What's his type?
Said it didn't have one anymore.
Was he? Okay.
I don't know what that means. I think he switched teams.
Was he looking at you or was he looking at the floor when he said that?
Where was he looking, dude?
Dead in your eyes.
He was looking
Didn't-
dead in my
never looked
eyes.
away. Never
He
looked
did, yeah.
away once.
He was staring right into my eyes nonstop. Like, they were pretty eyes, but, like, you know, it got a little unnerving after some time because he was, like, just staring, you know?
Got it. Okay.
But he said he didn't have a type no more. And I'm like, okay. That's a weird thing to say. What happened to your type? Did it just go extinct? Did you like a kind of bird that no longer exists? 'Cause I could go for a fried chicken. I really like that. I get horny sometimes when I eat really nice food.
Like French.
fried chicken.
I mean, I get it.
I do
Right,
get it. I
sometimes-
just don't know if I would call that
Yeah.
very nice food.
Listen, have you ever had a really, really good fried chicken? Or rotisserie chicken? Sorry, I don't know if fried chicken exists in this world.
I mean, yeah. You'll have to excuse me. You're kind of talking to the wrong guy here.
Right.
Last time that I was
with
able to
taste
taste
buds-
it, I was not at the age to be getting horny.
Yeah, well, you're missing out. We're gonna fix your tongue and your dick. I mean, your dick works, I guess. It works.
You guess?
Yes.
I'm going to fix
Yeah.
your tongue and your dick, and then I'm going to feed your tongue and your dick some buttermilk, marinated chicken and waffles.
It does sound.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm upset that I have to sort of side on this particular side, but yeah, fried chicken's kind of sexy. That is true.
I never said it wasn't. I just said I don't know if I would go with fine food.
Oh, it's not. There's nothing fine about it.
Right.
Oh no, it's fine with a lot of eyes in the middle.
Guys, it's foul.
Ah.
Foul food,
It's
yeah,
a
you know,
bird.
like pheasant.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We
to
should
Camelot.
go.
Yep.
He runs fast.
Okay. You guys head back to the church and go into the go through the door.
People are going to think we're religious if we keep going back and forth like this.
Oh no!
And as you
People
guys,
will think we're religious.
you guys
I
come
guess
out,
most of you are. I guess not most.
guys come out, find yourselves in a what seems to be just like a little humble kind of safe house area. It's just a little underground shack, essentially, filled with all the things you would need for like basic survival. And I by basic survival I mean like very basic. There's a couple blankets, a little bit of spare food, some like ale and other drinks that would stay preserved, um, and then yeah, just a couple spare like clothes and things.
This was a hideout of the crew I used to run with.
Nice place.
Not really around in these parts anymore. You probably see like the broken mirror here too. He's just kind of left it.
It's a safety hazard when none of us wear shoes.
You guys don't wear shoes?
I sometimes slip them on if we're in a town.
Right.
I wear boots when we're out in the field with snakes because I don't like getting bit. Not because I get poisoned, because I don't like getting bit. But I guess it's not so bad anymore when I'm so fast I can stop the snake.
Snakes count as projectiles. Can you catch them?
It's kind of bap them. They're not evil, they just want to eat, but they're stupid for trying to eat you.
Right.
So if you bap them, they just go away and they don't waste their poison on you because they don't have a lot of it. Well, yeah, he's just gonna kind of roll the big old mirror frame.
So is this where we're going to be resting for a while, or do we want to find a town?
Well, I could find you a town with a bank. It's a little ways away,
Be nice.
so we can exchange this money. Yeah,
Could be
great.
nice.
I'll lead him. I'm just gonna kind of shovel all these glass shards onto the mirror, and then I'm gonna put the broken mirror back in my scroll.
Okay.
I can fix that for you if you want.
Sure. It's expensive, right? It's a big mirror. We haven't seen many of these.
Yeah. It's also just safer to not have glass shards and everywhere. I'll cast mending on the mirror here. Put some of these shards back together.
We could probably do it when we're in a better place, more comfortable. Here's fine too, if you want to stay. It's not luxurious.
I am noticing a distinct lack of bath.
In Camelot, they don't really bathe.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh god, why are we going here again?
Not often. Like, I mean, if it's anything like medieval Britain. Medieval England, rather. I don't know, like the nobles bathe. Like once or twice a week.
Okay, so we could probably find a bathhouse. Well, no, nobles don't go to houses.
They have their
Nobles.
own.
In Tyriku bathe frequently.
A river would be fine.
Like, if you
Yeah.
don't mind. There's one nearby. But they do have, like, bathhouses. You don't mind sharing the water.
Fine with me.
Yeah, whatever's fine. Just I'm still covered in royal blood a little bit. Probably should get some of that off. I guess is it really royal if she wasn't? Never mind.
Her eyeshadow is still on my knuckles.
Yeah, I've got some mascara in my nails, and it's just, ugh,
We don't
shit,
want
I
her to
know.
die, right?
Huh?
We don't want her to die?
No. Speaking of that, we probably should send word to Snow that the.
Do you think, yeah, we should stop by Dinah's house and send a bird? And then come back here?
Yeah, I can run and do that if you guys don't want to go all the way there.
Now go ahead. We'll wait.
What's the company?
Sure.
We'll
We're
be back.
timing you.
We'll be quick.
We'll be quick. We'll run back to Dinah's, send a paper bird off to Snow, letting him know about the witch hunters sending someone to finish off the Red Queen.
Right.
Is Dinah home yet?
No.
It's not been that long. Okay.
We're vamping.
Okay, cool. That I at least feel better about that. Sure, he's got it covered, or if he doesn't, he'll contact us somehow.
For sure. It should be alright.
I've never been to Camelot. It's gonna be weird.
I have hit a couple of ports way to the west. They have good food, good wine.
That'll be nice.
They pay well. People seem fine.
Okay. Good for anything local we pick up then, I guess.
Yeah. I haven't really gone inland at all. But I guess that's also true of Tairuku, and they've been fine. And Merveille, I've never been to Merveille at all. They seem silly, but fine.
Yeah, that's an accurate way to put it. Most people tend to be friendly, but a little odd. I guess we should get back before too long. They're timing us.
Yeah, I can't imagine why they would time us. Can't think of anything that we would do that require timing.
No.
Are you guys
let's
going back to
be there.
Dinah's by yourself?
We were.
We were.
Yeah, you can sneak through the portal. Sheesh, it's open. It's like there's no one stopping you.
I don't want to sneak. I want to do something there too.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, come with.
We're being timed anyway. You're not interrupting anything.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want to keep you or impose on anything because you're keeping them waiting. Can't forget that. You weren't planning on keeping them waiting and doing anything here, were you?
Nope, in and out.
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not chaperoning or imposing on anything weird, am I?
Please come with us and do your business.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I really wouldn't want to embarrass you.
Surely not. No. What do you need from here anyway?
I just want to do her a favor.
Okay.
Just gonna go rearrange the kitchen.
Get back and none of her rolling pins are where they used to be, and she just dies.
Her knife handles are all shorter for some reason. I offer Kaku some bourbon.
The bourbon that you stole. Was he just
It does-
drinking straight from the bottle?
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for me. It tastes nice. Not to your liking?
No, I quite like it.
I can't remember if that stuff's strong.
I told you guys to vamp, but I don't hear vamping.
We've
We're
been
talking
vamping the whole time.
Well,
Just that little
I just
pause.
got back and it was dead silent, so clearly
That was the first moment it had been silent.
Literally
doing a
after
very
we
good
ended
job.
Little Guys. We were just sharing some bourbon. I don't remember, like, yeah. Can't remember if bourbon
Yes.
is like very alcoholic or not.
It is. It's liquor.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's distilled. Yeah.
Okay. I don't drink, so who knows?
I guess this is where we'll wrap up for the day.
No.
Even
But okay. Can I have my item next week?
Hopefully.
Is the cloud guy with us?
I made a note to remind me. Of course, I'm a little cloud boy. I'm always with you.
Hi, Cloudy.
I'll be with you guys forever and ever and ever.
Oh, that's true.
Like the spider.
I think we're all glad for that.
So where are we heading next?
We're headed to, well, after they send their letter and whatever it is she does there is done, we're headed to a nearby town with a bank. I'm going to lead them there and to a bathhouse.
Okay,
Ain't the bathhouse
But-
boys for nothing.
okay, but I kind of meant in a broader sense. Like, where are you going?
I'd like to go to the cathedral to see if we can fix Tank there.
All right.
And whatever the fuck's going on with Nara, but he's,
Right.
been staring
He's
into
posing.
the sun for the last
Yeah,
6 hours. So
He's real attractive.
Sure is,
Yeah.
right? It's a good look for him. He's got the hero thing going on.
What's the hero thing?
That.
Silent but deadly.
Like a fart?
no, that's
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All right, so you guys head over to a nearby town.
I know he's
So to get paid, you're probably going to want to go to like Camlin or one of the larger cities to get to like a bank that's going to be able to actually pay you out.
right.
That's far away, right? I tell them.
Yeah.
Like,
Be a
would the
bit further
cathedral be
out.
close?
It would be in the opposite direction from
Right. Cathedral. The Ever Dream.
the Trick Cathedral, which is down over here.
The Dream Cathedral. Our group is called the most holy union that the virtuous ever hidden. Dream. Don't know if that went through.
Most Holy Union.
Yeah, the most holy union that the virtuous ever hidden. Dream.
An auspicious name.
doesn't really acronym into anything fun.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
first instinct to see if it stood for anything, but
Oh, but doesn't it?
EMH TMHUVHD.
I'm a Hoover Dam.
TMHUOTVEHD. Huh. Do you think it's a anagram? Is that the right word? That's when you mix letters up or something? I can't tell.
If it is, I
Yeah,
can't
it's an
figure
anagram.
out. Is it?
Yeah.
When you scramble it like Voldemort, scramble the letters.
Oh yeah, that is, yeah.
Ah. Voldemort. Wow, it does also turn into Tom Marvolo Riddle. That's not.
If you rearrange the letters, it spells Fahova gods.
Oh my god. Motivate. My TV head.
anyway, with Nara not here, I assume that we are trying to essentially just track down the prophecy. which means we're going to. It's a mountain, I think. Where is that prophecy? Hang on.
Okay, let's pull it up.
Document. Nara's fortune.
Araresi's Lament.
The lost words of fallen ancestors. Ba, 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 ba. The lair of Morvent, the Red Tyrant, the land of East Honda. So we need to like start tracking down Morvent, the Red Tyrant, which means our first step might be like a library or folklore places
More libraries.
figure out where his lair once was.
Well, the best libraries in Camlin. But you can't really access the stuff there unless you're a student or really rich.
We happen to be really
I
rich.
say.
That's true. I think you still have to be a student.
Well, how do you become a student? Do I have to like
Apply?
40 credit hours every semester? Otherwise, they start charging me
I
interest.
don't
on the
know. I
student
never went to
loans, or-
school.
That I would believe.
Yeah, school's for losers. Go out, punch trees. That's how you get successful.
Well, I bet I can get in. There's got to be a way.
It must be in the middle of the school year by now or something.
I mean, if this dragon
Right,
once
it's transfer
terrorized the
student.
place, we probably don't need to find a super library, like,
Just a regular one.
or even like there might be people around here who know where the lair once was. Let's see if it's just common folklore first.
Well, let's
Yeah,
find
that's-
people who can read.
Right. We do need a bank to cash in these gems anyway. So let's find a reasonably sized city, see if they have a library or people that know the folklore.
Yeah, then what's the nearest one? I think Drake said that it'd be like kind of far in the opposite direction of where we want to go.
The best place to go would definitely be Camland, but that's
Yeah.
in the opposite direction from the Dream Cathedral. So you guys probably want to go to the Dream Cathedral first.
Okay. Yeah, we won't need money yet. So, right, Dream Cathedral. Feel good?
Let's do it.
Yeah, that works.
I
Right.
pat like,
Also,
Tack
by
its
this
head.
time, Will dashes away.
yeah. We had makeshift baths there. We just need to fill it with water. It's been a while. We might have to scrub it.
Oh, that's fine. It's not the end of the world if I don't have one. I just
10 years. I haven't been there in a while.
it might use some cleaning. Might need some cleaning up, but we can help out. That's fine.
I don't know. It's whatever. I've broken all my oaths.
Are you not supposed to bring anyone there?
More like when I left, I said I'd never come back until I achieved my revenge or whatever fuck it is I thought I was capable of doing when I was concussed. But like, it's whatever. It don't matter.
So you guys start traveling. Who would like to? I guess really it has to be Stain to lead the way. So
Come on.
give me a survival check.
9. I haven't been here in a while. Let's have advantage.
If we're about to long rest anyway, I can.
Start to head through the forest, taking everybody. It's a bit of a trek, and it's been a while, but the big problem really is just that there are pockets of miasma periodically that you have to skirt around, and it kind of turns you around a little bit.
Ooh, don't touch that. Don't go in there.
But yeah, as you guys are traveling, you eventually come to a section of forest. It kind of pass through a small clearing area up over a hill, and then as you head down, you start to see that the trees have gone like from a grayish brown to just this like really pale color, almost kind of like an ashy gray. No leaves on the trees. The grass has also turned this ashy gray color. It's grayish white.
This isn't the Vale, is it?
No. Give me a history check.
Do we add my Fey knowledge in this?
No.
Okay, then it's just this. 0. I don't fucking know what this is.
Yeah, no idea.
What's going on here? It's all gray and stuff. It's probably
That's weird.
lifeless. Probably shouldn't walk over there.
I was gonna say, does the miasma do that?
Fuck if I know.
I certainly don't trust it. I say we stay out of there.
I've been here a long time.
I don't want to lose my color.
Oh, you look pretty cool black and white.
I guess.
Sure, until 3 days passes and you're just gray. That's fun.
Gray's okay. Not as cool as black and white, though. Like a panda. Or one of them stripy horses.
No such thing as a stripy horse.
I saw it in the book.
That was
Okay.
their attempt at cross-hatching for shading. It was a regular horse.
You mean a zebra?
Or
Okay.
possibly a unicorn. But they
What?
got the other horn.
A zebra. Was it black and white stripes?
I don't know. All the manuscripts are black and white.
Or was it white with black stripe?
They also come with green, yellow, and pink stripes in Merveille.
Ah,
Do they taste
I
like?
don't know.
They smell kind of fruity, like, you know,
Both are pretty tasty, but Mavet and Zebra only really last for like 30 seconds.
it's true. And then it gets kind of chalky in your mouth. You have to eat it real quick.
My assumption is that it would taste fairly similar to unicorn.
Have you had unicorn?
Haven't you?
You're a vegetarian.
Oh, that's right. No, I haven't had unicorn.
So, unicorns don't count.
Yeah, they're celestial, so it's not meat. It's fine to eat angels.
You know, I'm
Life
told
essence.
it's quite fine and flavorful. So
I hear it
so-
makes you live a half-life. It extends your regular one. But you, if ever you want to extend your life, we can have you suck on a unicorn.
I'll keep that in mind. But actually, if that really works, it might be
Yeah,
worth looking
it's
into.
divine essence. I don't know. A book said it. It could be false. Some books are fiction.
I'm willing to chase it.
A couple of you guys notice out of the corner of your eye it stands out especially. There's a bouquet of flowers that has been left kind of at the just a little bit inside the this section of forest, kind of like leaned up with a tree.
Are there any carvings on the tree? I'll go over to it.
Check it out.
There does appear to be a little bit of a carving on the tree.
What's it say?
It is a date.
Is that the date Lord Tavern went to the miasma? And a bunch of people died?
It is.
Oh. Oh, this is that place.
What's what place?
This is where Lord Durrell got sick. Tried to pull a few of his men out of the miasma. So this is what miasma does.
Ah. Well. Good we didn't go in there.
There's no more signs of miasma now.
Yeah. The miasma's gone. It's just this left.
Interesting.
How long did he live after that?
Well, based on this sign, and he died recently. How many years is it?
We'll go to decade.
Like 10?
Hmm. Gotta be
Sick
weird
for a while.
to knowing that you've kind of, signed yourself off 10 years in advance and then have to keep living those 10 years.
What do you mean?
I mean, imagine right now that you walked through there and knew that 10 years from now that was going to be it.
Well, I don't
Was-
think he thought it was gonna end in 10 years. We tried to fix him. Like they tried to fix him. Any way they could.
Fair.
Tried to find a cure and everything. It just caught up to him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, we should be careful moving forward in case there's more of it.
I'll keep an eye out. But this is like a landmark, right? Will it help me with survival?
Mildly.
Okay. This way. There's no miasma in Tyriku, is there, Kwaku?
Didn't we come
Um,
across some? In
Can't say there
there's-
isn't any.
the field,
There's
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the field.
There's less than Camelot. Camelot has a lot.
The witch Naraku puts out miasma all the time.
Yeah. You guys push through. Stain leading the way. Eventually, you guys come across a what seems to be just like a large pit, almost like a weird sinkhole where the earth has just kind of crumbled away.
Whistle and look down it.
I don't like that. Look at that.
Is this familiar?
You don't remember it.
Sinkholes just kind of open up, I guess. If miasma messes with the ground. I don't know much about natural stuff.
Oh, don't like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what you said.
That's
at how
that's
deep it goes.
huge.
I don't remember this being here.
This is the site. This is a castle. Like there could have been a castle here,
Yeah,
just gone. What do you
There
think's
could've
down there?
I
Right.
kind of looked to see if across it is the coast.
No, you guys are still in the forest area.
Okay. This is in the Dream
Oh.
Cathedral.
How confident are we that we're not still in Stain's dream?
I wasn't dreaming?
Wait, no, Slot's dream.
Wasn't
Slots?
The dream world.
Tankard's dream. I don't know. I guess we woke up and we rested. Jupe used the magic about it.
Quick, Jupe, bite me. I need to know I'm awake.
Bite.
Yeah, we're awake.
I imagine you bit your like bracer and the tooth just kind of slipped off.
No.
Came off very softly.
Don't make him lose teeth. He needs those.
We don't
So
need
wiggly.
we don't need to mess with this, do we? Just go
I
around
don't
it.
think so. Yeah, I'd say we stay away. I don't remember it at all.
Jesus, though. Why? You said this just happens?
I don't know how this. I don't remember it. Sinkholes, right? That's what it is.
Can I tell you something that doesn't happen on the ocean?
Whirlpools.
It's this. You don't have just huge chunks of the ocean suddenly go missing.
Sure, you do. Ever heard the tale of Scylla?
Maybe. What's the tale of Scylla?
Or am I thinking of Charybdis or whatever way you say it?
Charybdis, yeah.
Charybdis, yeah. That Charybdis, the fucking water monster by Circe's place or whatever. I don't actually remember if it was mentioned. I feel like it's because I remember it from it.
I was gonna say, if this is like an actual folklore tale, there's a good chance I do know it.
Yeah, it's water stuff. I feel like Jupe would.
No.
No. I don't know.
No.
I couldn't tell if this was a real thing or
Yeah.
if this is Frisk filling stuff in.
Yeah. Like, that's stay to hear stories all the time. They're not all right. They're not all correct.
It's just Frisk Bandit.
Anyway, don't like it. Don't like it. If the whole point of solid ground is to be solid,
That's the thing you gotta learn when you're a dream monk or whatever. A dream, yeah, I guess monk. That's what people in the church are called. Is that everything is malleable, even Earth.
all right, good to know.
Usually the hole was already there and it had like water or something in it, and then something
the-
hits its place and it all just kind of
Yeah. That's cool. There's water down there, so this is like a well.
There could be water at the bottom. It's hard to say.
We don't gotta mess with it. Let's just leave it
Yeah, I
alone.
really got to stress, we have no reason to mess with this.
You sound really freaked out, Jupe.
I am a little freaked out. Look at that. Another one of these could just open right under us at any time.
I feel like you'd feel it, right? This can't be quiet.
Yeah, and what are you supposed to do? Run halfway across a courtyard to get out of it?
You can turn into a flying whale, you doofus.
I know, but what's the normal person supposed to do here?
Die.
I don't care about gravity.
Help us.
Hello?
We waited too long.
Help.
And now the quest is calling us. Jupe didn't want to accept the quest.
Yeah, you guys hear that too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure do.
Son of a bitch.
I don't
Hey,
have
what's up?
them.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Are you spirits of the damned trying to trick us into falling off the side of the pit or what? You actually need help.
No.
I don't know what the no is for.
I assume spirits of the damned wouldn't willingly admit that they are to try to trick you. So I'm going to go with no, he does need help.
Okay. Tell you what. I'm just gonna take a quick knee and I'm gonna try and pray him away.
Can we look around to see where the voice is coming from?
Echoing from the hole.
Awesome.
See if I can purify this. This would be so much easier if I was still a cleric. Eesh. Chef. What do we do about big holes? Shifted.
He's been dead for a while.
Oh. That's true. We just kind of took the hat from his bag. Well, he was awake for Dinah's house. And then he disappeared again. Did we just leave him in Dinah's house?
He's doing whatever chore he wanted in Dinah's house.
I don't think he even ever explained what he's doing in Dinah's house.
He did not. No.
Fell asleep immediately.
Bless his heart.
Well, Drake said we were gonna wrap
Hi.
up there, so I've been like half asleep since.
Hello.
I was lying.
I'm sorry. I don't know what
worry.
Sheesh does about a big hole.
Are you able to like detect evil and good, or like
Spirits.
do anything to drive out spirits or exercise a place?
I can detect undead.
Can you do that? I'd love
Yeah,
that right now.
I'll give that a shot. Oh, and also, since we didn't actually stop playing in Dinah's house, I'll explain what
Yeah.
Sheesh wanted to do there.
Yeah, okay.
I did pick up plant growth, so I'm just gonna do that to help out her garden and stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Aw.
It's back there.
Nice.
And also, I'm glad that like Jupe and Allie are there to talk through this with me. I want to leave that little like potted like plant wolf dog thing that I have there
Oh,
Aw.
because I don't think it's gonna grow with just me carrying it around. And I want to leave it there so Dinah has like a friend and also like someone to help guard her house and garden. But I want to make sure that if I leave it there, especially if I cast plant growth on it too and help it grow faster, that like it doesn't just maim her as soon as she gets back to her house.
Valid.
oh, look at you introducing invasive species into this garden.
Oh, his bark is worse than his bite. Get it because he's a tree.
I get it.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Sheesh, you're on hole duty, as is customary.
Well,
Yeah, prep this hole.
I'm not on hole duty. I am hole usually.
You're holy.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Uh-huh. Tell us what's in your hole. Or the hole. Sorry.
Do I detect
you-
any undead in here?
You detect undead. Yeah. Everybody can give me a perception check.
Okay. Damn. Gotta keep rolling these sub tens.
Cool. Good job, you guys. Proud of all of you.
Yay. Passive 30.
Yeah, you just see this is what you see.
We see hole.
Show hole.
Show hole. Hole. Show hole.
Hole, reveal thyself.
You see anything weird down there? With your special eyes, Chef?
I am sensing some undead.
Okay. We better purify them then. By which I mean I'm just gonna say a prayer at the edge and kinda hope they pass on. Unless they come up and fight, and I can send you to heaven with my face like I do everything else. No? Thought so. Let's go.
Yeah, it seemed a little unresponsive. Maybe you were just hearing things.
You didn't hear it?
Maybe they got better.
Yeah.
we collectively as a group were hearing things. Yep.
Okay, but what if I crawl down there and check to see if there's someone?
Then you have to crawl back up.
It's easier. It's foggy down there, right?
Yeah, it's just like foggy. There's just this like it's like a bit of a mist, kind of atmospheric, kind of ambience that just makes it hard to see. And then you start to see this kind of like pinkish, like long, kind of pinkish tentacle wrap
Oh.
itself up on one of the rocks. And it's kind of the tentacle's kind of like it looks like an octopus tentacle. Essentially, it's got the little suckers and stuff. But along one side of it, it's got like teeth, and as it starts to pull itself close, the tentacle almost like closes, almost like a mouth, like a sideways mouth.
Don't like it.
And then coming off of the tentacle, you see what appears to be like the head of a pig, but its flesh is fully like pulled back into this massive like body. There's no eyes. It's just kind of the snout and this other mouth, and then another tentacle. This one has like an arm, like a human arm wrapped around it. And this thing starts to crawl its way up the side of this cavern wall.
Don't like it.
Think straight, I hate it.
Should we hightail it?
See, that would be the smart thing to do, but like morally, is it the right thing to do? Should we
Fuck
leave
it.
this here?
Yeah, we're heroes. These things are got a threat to the villages nearby. Pull myself on the map.
We're the heroes of our story, and it'd be kind of lame if we ran away, right?
Yeah. Hero's a strong word. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dre, that looks crazy. And I know what it is, but I'm not gonna bother thinking about it. State's just gonna like, we gotta fight it. That looks fucked up though, huh?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I have no idea what this thing is.
It's a mass of tentacles. That can't be so bad. And she says it's undead?
Is that undead?
It is technically a dual type, but undead is one of the types.
Is
Is
it
there
Oh,
a
neat.
type monstrosity?
No.
fiend?
Yes.
Does that mean I do double damage to
No.
double favorite
Aw,
enemy? That's so
could
dumb.
you imagine? That'd be so fun.
I should. Harumph. This thing was made for me to kill.
Oh, I just saw the picture over there. That's fucking gross.
Where's the picture?
In the Telegram.
It's in a Telegram.
Yeah, don't like that.
Do not like.
Yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Please go
All right,
away.
everybody, roll initiative.
Yeah, let's do one, shall we? Oh boy. Oh man.
Do you think after how many years of playing, I remember I had to have a token on the battlefield to roll initiative?
Yeah, we'll do a round of combat. Let you guys test out some of your new level 13.
Exciting.
abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, kicking things off, starting with Kohaku.
If you're speaking, you're muted.
He's dead.
He's been
Oh,
quiet
hello.
a
Sorry,
while.
I was muted. My new ability is that I'm better at diplomacy. I don't. I also don't think there's much I can do apart from just squirting a couple of arrows down at it. Maybe we'll start
Yeah,
there.
Fair
squirting.
valid.
We're gonna bonus action to do a Kinsei shot. Ow. And then a
Nice.
regular shot. Ow.
Also hits.
I don't know why that says it's with advantage. Shouldn't be advantaged.
It's fine. Oh, that's because the dream thing. The last time you used your Yumi bow,
Right.
gave you advantage with the glasses.
There we go. Fixed. But there you go.
Cool. Pop 2 arrows into it. That brings us to Alistair.
Cool. Let's see here. Oh, it's so far away. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and pull out a little sachet of it looks like tea leaves. Gonna take a little fistful out and then blow them in the direction of this giant thing. And this is some of the reduction tea I stole from the Looking Glass House, and I'm gonna do reduce.
Well,
Terrifying and gross, but if it's smaller, it's a little less terrifying and probably still just as gross.
it does resist the reduce.
No. Okay, that's fine. Then I will cry. I'll bonus action get my temp HP up, and that'll be it.
Alrighty.
When it resists, wait, never mind. It's the okay. If it resists a spell, it still expends the spell, but it's a spell storing item, so it doesn't matter that much.
It is going to use 2 of its legendary actions.
Oh. Square.
The ground underneath Juke Ballister and Sheesh all begins to
Hate it.
shift, and instead of being grass and stone, it becomes flesh and mouths.
Pass.
It is difficult terrain.
Okay. Not what I thought was happening. Slightly better.
It starts becoming a bunch of marbles rolling one direction toward the pit.
Yeah.
Difficult terrain because you get a toe in one of the mouths, and you just got to deal with the terribleness of that.
And that will bring us to Stain.
Is it on the? Is it touchable on the cliffside? How far
it's
is
about, It's about 40 feet down currently.
Is this a ledge that's 40 feet down?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think Stain is going to be like, I've got a lot of frustration to work over, and he's going to leap down, use reaction to absorb the damage he would take. Just kind of slow fall it. I'm going to assume he just ignores 4d6 damage.
I think you do, yeah.
Let's see, he ignores 65
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Like, actually, can I jump on top of it? Oh, well, it looks like a fucking massive fuck off tentacle. I don't think he'd want to.
Yeah, you probably don't want to stand on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna attack it like 3 times. 1,
Um,
2.
Also, just so you know, you didn't expend your thingy because it was in the dream.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's neat.
So you do still have that.
Okay, that's cool. I think these 2 terrible rolls, 1 and 3.
The one does miss. You just kind of
Yeah.
like catch this squishy flesh, but the 16 does connect and seem to do damage.
Nice. And then a bonus action. He's gonna do it again. Yeah, for 19.
Oh, yeah.
Start swiping at him with these claws. That's it. I'm gonna mark my thingy not expended. So the things we used in the dream aren't expended?
Yep.
Neat.
And that will bring us to Sheesh.
Oh boy. I'm reading through an item description.
I will let you know since you are in the mouths. Anytime you move 5 feet or more, or for every 5 feet you move through this terrain, you take 3d6 damage.
Okay, that's what it does. Tears at you.
Terrible.
As an expert in spike growth, do I get the sense that involuntary movement would cheese grater?
Yeah.
Moving out of it doesn't trigger the damage, yeah?
Okay. The thing I want to do to avoid the mouths is a full action, but I really want to do some damage to it this turn because I'm a Gloomstalker. That's what I do. So take a little bit of damage and just move out that. I'll run over here-ish.
Alrighty.
And that's just for moving 5 feet?
Yeah.
Does ignoring difficult terrain help with that at all?
No, it just means that you don't suffer the movement penalty.
That's dumb and stupid and dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark it. And then shoot it a bunch.
Alrighty. You remembered your hunter's mark. I'm so proud of you.
I did. Well, see, it's like the first turn, it's always it's like, do I want a Hunter's Mark it, or do I want to get another attack in with the bonus
Yeah.
action offhand? And since this thing is down a cliff 40 feet, I'm going to shoot it. And then I get one more extra attack with some bonus damage if it hits, but I don't think a 15 will hit, maybe? Maybe it will, this thing's big.
15 just hits.
Sweet.
What?
So let's see, it's 3d6 for Hunter's Mark. My sneak attack just went up to 2d6, so that's 5d6.
Nice.
And then a d8 for the main.
Plus one more d6 for the crit.
$30 more damage.
30 more damage.
Oh. Are you counting the 4 damage because it's a fiend too?
I did, yes.
Sick.
Huge chunk of damage on that thing. The end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action, and you watch it kind of start to twist and spiral Uzumaki style essentially.
Oh no.
And then it like starts to contract and shrink down into this spiral. And then there's a burst of energy above you, Stain, and it reappears clinging to this wall.
Yo!
All these tentacles slap down, connecting it to the stonework.
Oh, guys!
And one of the tentacles reaches down and is going to lash out at you.
This makes my job
Okay.
easier.
It's a mobile flesh sack.
That hits.
Wonderful.
And this is a disadvantage because of Ali?
No, I didn't punch it. I'd
Okay.
have to hit it with my thing.
Right. Do the damage. La 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 la.
You don't have acid resistance, do you?
No.
24 damage.
Sizzle.
And that brings us to Jupiter.
All right. Well, this thing got much closer, which means I don't have to do that. I think that first things first, he had instinctively kind of trained his gun on this thing, and then as it like slams against the ground next to him, he swings the gun with it, and then like sees Ali right in the line of sight, and is gonna take a step out of here first.
Sorry.
Joe, but you got spicy skin!
10 points of damage as you pull your leg out of one of the toothy mouths in the ground.
Ow. Is that what I've been doing to people? Sad.
Oh, that looks worse. That looks way worse.
And then, yeah, you see that just like as if he was firing a star shot, there is radiant energy that builds up in his fingertips. But rather than fling it out towards the creature, he kind of presses the pointer, the tip of his pointer finger into the trigger of the gun. And there's a flash of light that flows down his arm, past his elbow, into the fingertip, and then through the trigger into the gun. And then there is just a tiny little like laser beam that flies out towards this thing through the gun with a crack.
Cool.
24.
Your Fox Blaster.
I did it. My Fox Blaster.
Pew! Whoa! Do you make a big boom sound?
Not with that one. No, that one is just kind of like a quick little shot. But then you see that he begins charging a bigger one.
Oh. Does that trigger sneak?
Does what trigger sneak?
Your power shot.
No, it's still technically a spell attack roll.
Okay, it's a spell attack. Gotcha.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We're not going to go that much bigger. We'll just do a level 1 of my freebies.
Oh.
32 to hit for
32 absolutely hits for another 11.
measly 11 points of radiant damage, but he is now illuminated for the next person.
Nice.
It is.
It's his turn.
It's his turn.
It's turn. Don't click for the.
Alrighty. The first thing that it is going to do Kapaku. You see one of these, one of the mouths on this thing suddenly opens up and kind of like, kind of sticks out almost like a conical shape. Its lips kind of purse, and then it pulls back, and you see something like swell within it, and then it bursts out and it shoots something in your direction. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a spell? Is it a spell?
It is not a spell.
Oh.
You do get your lucky rabbit's foot though, so you do get a d4 on this.
Ooh, do I need it? Or do I get to know if I need it or not?
You
It just happens, right?
do not. You have not made it.
Oh no.
you
You've still
failed.
not made it.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Whoa! All right. let's go.
22 DC. God damn. Okay.
Yeah, DC is 23.
Yeah. Just fail. Just barely.
50 points of acid damage.
I like how you baited me to use my lucky footwork, knowing that my result, the maximum on the footwork, wouldn't have worked. Clever.
Well, we didn't know that.
Oh, drain you. Drain you.
I mostly baited you because your turn is next and you're going to get it back immediately.
Okay, fair enough. That is just
I
kind
also
of
knew that this was a high DC and you would probably need it. But as you get hit next to you, a sort of smaller version of one of these things starts hissing and snarling at you.
What the hell?
Hmm.
And then it's going to make a attack against Alistair.
Uh-huh. No.
How about that?
That'll do it. That'll do it, yeah.
For 34 points of damage.
Glad I had that shield up. It's 13 save.
And that will bring us to the top of the round, and where we will pick up next week.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm a little cloud boy. I'm going to have your items for you, so you can actually use them.
hell yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Nara will be here too.
True.
Yeah.
He'd love to use his bow.
Have a good day, everybody. I'm going to go get some food.